red ball is... Red ball. Let's turn off this. No. What's up, guys? How are you?
Is our mic muted?
No?
No? Hello?
Yep, you're muted. Just your mic. Holy shit. What is that? Red ball. Red ball syndrome. Welcome everybody. Sup, Flint and Steel?
Is our mic muted?
You haven't met me before.
Hello?
Oh, it's pure virginity. Welcome.
Loss of.
So Arash is the artist, you've met him. I'm the programmer, as the small signs we have.
And
here.
we're also designers too. But
What? I will admit nothing.
I'm not an artist, I'm a designer.
I'm not a programmer, I'm an artist.
Oh yes.
And you are the programmer.
Hello.
Sup, Costa?
So
We're gonna do one of these free talk things again, so...
welcome to Game Dev Company.
Who
Two
am
devs
I?
on a couch. I'm Arash.
I'm Björn.
And today
We will look at ourselves and in introspect, and we'll take questions from the audience. We'll just talk about whatever, is going on, like Angry Birds or the Supercell sellout to Tencent.
yeah, that was crazy. What was that? 5.8 billion or something? 8.5? 5.8?
5.8? Yeah, I think the total evaluation was now 10 billion.
Yeah. They were like
10
a
something.
deca smecca schmecca
Schmecka. And I have coffee, so if you need one coffee, here, have a sip.
Yeah.
Actually, I think we have the chat open twice.
Ah, yes.
Now we can see each other.
So,
Now we can see your chat messages. Sorry.
yeah, so they were, I forgot what the term was, but they said it's the first coming out of Finland for a
Wasn't it
game.
Europe? No, it can't be Europe.
For a gaming company.
Yeah, Finland definitely.
Finland definitely. I don't remember. I saw it in an article, but I'm not.
You don't read them.
Yeah, I just look at the pictures actually.
Yeah.
Oh, there's article Supercell.
And you said you're not an artist.
I'm not.
It just has a bar graph and it goes up and to the right.
Yeah, and it says Supercell up and to the right,
Yeah.
and that was it. And then Finnish Texas, and then it
Finnish
was
Texas.
down and to the right, down and to the left. It went back in time.
And then up, and then down, and then up.
So
So, I actually been on vacation now, so I've been sitting here doing pixel art. My phone's vibrating. It's Twitter. Don't worry.
People are
Arash
tweeting.
is still working his ass off, as usual.
Yeah. I over the midsummer I was in a
Cottage roasting boar.
yes, and
Oh, wait, that would be a pig. You wouldn't be roasting a
Yeah.
cow.
yeah, we had lamb actually.
Lamb, huh?
Yeah.
Not bad.
And
Not a boar, but not bad.
it was kind of nice because there was two cottages, and like it's right next to the lake. They had the sauna, and like a grill gazebo and a smoking machine. Not smoking, like when you smoke machine.
Were you at a rock concert? Midsummer
for smoking fish. So these kind. That was the area. That was the only area that fish were allowed to smoke. Yeah. We were smoking fish.
We were smoking, and then there were fish.
Yes. So, and it was nice because I tried a smoke sauna for the first time, which was cool. It was interesting.
Yeah, very smoky.
Very smoky.
Very
no,
dark.
actually, it was very smooth. I was very surprised.
Very dark.
The ceiling area from where the the thing was, is very dark. It had a window though. So,
Then it's not real.
yeah.
It's a fake one.
Yeah. No, it was very nice.
Next you'll tell it has an electric stove.
No. It was just a huge thing of rocks that you burned the wood under.
Actually, they were just smoking fish, and they really thought it was a sauna.
Yeah.
Sitting naked next to the fish.
And then I swam naked in the lake. It was a huge lake, enormous, and then I basically smashed my toe into rock, and then cut my other toe on rocks.
Schnoggy?
What's up, Schnoggy? What's going on? So that was my experience. Oh yeah, and getting completely torn apart by mosquitoes. Holy crap! It was
we didn't have any. It was really weird. Usually, when you go to the countryside, there's full of mosquitoes. We didn't have any.
We're really good. How are you?
Yeah, we were just talking about our weekend.
Yeah, it was midsummer, kind of a celebration in Finland. So
a pagan celebration.
That's what I get for swimming naked, exactly. And it was interesting because
you should always wear your socks when swimming.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
But when we were leaving, it seemed like all the mosquitoes were like, "Oh my God, they're leaving!" Everyone, and they called everyone and their brother and sister, and it was like literally like 30, 40. They're just all over. I don't know what was going on, but it's like they could sense that we were about to leave, and this was the last time they could like suck our blood. So, but we got away. So, but Schnoggy, have you been here before? Is this your first time? I don't remember Schnoggy's name. Do you remember? I'd remember a Schnoggy.
We would remember Schnoggy. A yellow Schnoggy.
I like his name, Schnoggy.
Yeah. That's what I'm going to have later tonight.
Oh, very nice.
A couple of Schnoggies.
Yeah. Oh, you like game design, game dev. Are you working on anything?
And if you're wondering why we're watching this way, it's because you guys chat on the screen that's there.
I will
but we will look into your soul.
Are you working on any games yourself? Yeah, we're working on a game actually for this GDWC competition, the global game
development
world champion.
No global.
Sorry, the game development world championship thing. So that's what we're doing. Not right now, of course.
Yep, we're right now. This is what it looks like to be world champion in level in game development.
Yeah.
You're sitting on a couch drinking coffee, contemplating on life.
Exactly.
And then you cut to a 100-meter dash kind of guy like running.
Exactly.
He's like lifting weights and.
Yeah, I wish game
we're doing shitty jokes on the couch.
Yeah, but
What's up, Lawrence? We're gonna play your game today, so stick around. It'll be still maybe an hour.
Yeah. But we have 4 games on the list to play today. But Schnoggy, just to give you a heads up, basically what Björn and I do is that, we are game designers, and what we do is that we're working on our own games, of course, and then also we have a community that we've created where kind of we help each other, we just help each other.
Yeah.
It's me. That's not me. It's me and it's him. It's a community. It's a community of 2. We just help each other and no one else.
Yeah.
But
we just make this video so that when the world goes down, the aliens can watch us have a community between each other.
Exactly. But so we're designers, and what we do is that people from the community will give us their games, and then we will give them feedback. And that's something extremely important in game development, where you should try to get feedback as often as possible. Of course, listen to that feedback, take it, hopefully implement the feedback if it's good. But learning to take feedback is extremely important in game development.
I would say that if we only could accomplish one thing with our stream, it would be to teach people how to take feedback, and how feedback is not something dangerous, and you don't have to take it.
You don't have to be
negative.
like defensive. Yeah,
exactly. Like getting feedback as early as possible, as we always say, there's nothing better.
Yeah, And at the moment, Schnoggy.
Oh, cool.
I'm just gonna keep saying his name, Schnoggy.
So Shishnagi says at the
Shishnagi.
Shishnagi, he's working on concept phase for a puzzle game.
Oh, that's cool.
Sounds
Yeah,
really
I like puzzle games.
Is it gonna be on what platform? Have you thought about
Yeah,
that? Like
maybe.
mobile? Or
And we are no longer studying. We both graduated with our masters in game design and production. 2014?
100 years ago.
In the year
2004.
2000.
In the year 2000. So we're
So-
already graduated. This is what it looks like after you graduate. You sit here on the sofa. And,
That's when you're done school.
Exactly.
Yeah, but
But cool, Lawrence, if Bobby gives you feedback, like always, guys, if you know, we love to give feedback, and that's why we do this Tuesday show where we play your guys' games. But also just to show how helpful it can be just having someone play, even if they don't say a word, to see someone play your game. And if you have a friend, you know, if you're developing your game alone, and you have a friend, just call him over and have him play it. Don't say anything, just let him play.
yeah, we have
It's very helpful.
we have actually videos we've discussed. This.
Youngish, yes.
Are we youngish?
I am
No.
12 and he is 15.
Yes. Having just graduated, we are vampires.
He's a werewolf, so we're actually from different clans, and they're in war. Werewolves and vampires, as always, have been in war for, I think it's already 2,563 years. Am I wrong? Wasn't it the 4th of July? I think so.
I thought it was the
Coincides with-
5th of November.
Oh. No, that's the other thing.
No.
Where we won and you...
The
became
anarchy
our
thing?
slaves. Yeah. We should move that light, by the way.
Gosh darn it.
Maybe you could move it. Because you look too old otherwise. Yeah, you need to. Oh, you jammed it up there. So Arash had to go home. I'm taking over the stream.
He's talking bad about me now.
Exactly, he's out of the room. Nobody can hear. He can't hear what I'm saying. So Costa is 15, not 115. He's also graduating. Mobile because it's best platform. Oh, Schnoggy's saying he's doing mobile. It's the best platform to bring out the first game.
I would say it's probably the easiest platform to bring out the first game. Yeah, to develop. I don't want to say develop for, but to release a game at the barrier to entry, the cost to develop. It's the it's the smoothest experience. But in hindsight, while everything has its good and bad, and because it's so easy. And then, everybody and their brother is doing it, so you have a much more competitive market. But for
another thing I would say that we actually haven't touched upon, and this is just a personal opinion. Let's see what you think. But I think mobile. The other good thing about mobile is
mobile.
Is that because the screen is small and your controls are very simple, that people tend to do their first game as a bit more like a simple game. Versus when they think, oh, I'm gonna make a console game or PC game, they have to do an MMORPG, vampire, werewolf battling game.
Yeah, true.
Crisis 3, FPS, survival zombie game, where actually that then works against them because it's too big for their first game.
Yeah, definitely doing mobile is nice, especially for your first game because it sets restrictions on you because of the hardware, because of the size limitations, because of the platform and so on and so forth.
And it's just, I think it's like can you call it a dogma? No, maybe stigma? I don't know. Anyway, it's like a thing that, not dogma, but anyway, it's kind of like a mental thing that, you know, when you're doing PC games, you have to go big.
Schnoggy
is not true.
Sorry.
No, just go. Schnoggy was saying You do it? You do it this time. You just like want to say Schnoggy all the time.
Schnoggy.
Schnoggy?
Schnoggy. It reminds me of what's his name from
By the way, sorry if you're mispronouncing it. Maybe it should be
Schnoggy.
Schnoggy.
But
See Schnoggy run for his life by that industry.
Well, he was saying that mobile has the biggest casual community I think that you don't need to think that's 100% true. That's most of my development time in the industry has been on mobile, and that's where all the casual. If you want to make a game for a casual audience, make it on mobile. Don't make it in other places because they aren't there.
Yeah, there's not, when you talk about casual, it's like
Snuggy.
your mom. German. Schnuggy.
Germany, guys.
Yeah. Oh, we have a lot of German people.
In Germany,
all the German people should meet up.
Actually, the casual, the casual gaming market in Germany is huge. It's probably the biggest developer of casual game. I'm just throwing that out there.
I think China is bigger.
Okay.
Yes. I win.
Of games that people know about.
Well.
Anyway, in the West.
It's like games that people know about in a small hole under the core.
Actually, that's true because even if
10 cents.
even if people in China know about it, they have so big of a population. 1% of them knowing is the whole population of the damn world knowing. So, in that sense, yes. But in a Western market, yeah.
So
but in a
there's so many Chinese.
Western market is huge. But no, it's not China, of course.
I think Tencent, which is one of the bigger games.
10 cents.
They do they have a bit like a.
They're puzzle. Weren't they Puzzle and Dragon?
They have a bit that was Gung Ho. They're a bit similar app like WhatsApp, but it has games integrated it or Snap. Well, it's not like Snapchat, but it has like a messenger, but it has games built into it. And I think
what is that?
It's the people who bought Supercell. And I think their evaluation for that company was 270 billion. So it's a bit bigger. It's like that's or if it's that Supercell.
I'm using my toes now.
Something. This is like hyper super petacore.
Shoryuken
company, and they had I don't know. It's like zeros are not enough for how many users they have.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Well, I mean, what did they have? A fifth of the world's population there, or something?
Something like that. But not all of them have phones. But
yes, they do.
Nokias.
They almost sell their livers. No, their kidneys for an iPhone.
Well, I think they.
Well, I would say all of the iPhones are made there.
Yeah. But I think actually the Chinese brand like Huawei and Xiaomi and these are doing really well.
Yeah, I would like to probably get one of their phones, for my next phone.
Yeah, I like the brand Xiaomi because it actually means small rice. So small rice grain. I like that. It's very and their logo is like a bowl of rice or something. It's like, oh, I want the rice phone. But they're very cheap. They have I think it was 2 years ago. They had for $150 US. I think they had an 8-core.
Snapdragon, snap your neck dragon. Yeah.
It was crazy hardware.
The problem, the problem is not so much. I think the hardware is awesome in those. I think the problem is Android or whatever flavor of thing.
It's getting better though.
It's getting better.
It's
How is he doing? He's getting better. It's like a
Android is a bit like Windows. It kind of doesn't seem like it, but it does get a bit better with age, at least thus far.
Yeah, but that's
I don't want to run Windows 95 anymore.
That's the funny thing because you have a 8-core Shoryuken over here, and then you have the iPhone, which actually from a hardware perspective is not even as powerful as those, but they're just because this one is super optimized and that one is. I have to be able to support everything. Well, it's like Windows.
Part of it is Java.
Yeah.
Which. We're not going to talk too much about, but it handles
It's not
memory.
C++.
Exactly, it's not C. It doesn't handle garbage collection and memory stuff really well.
I take out the garbage.
Yes. I think if you run a software that requires 1 giga, 500 megs of memory, you actually have to reserve twice that much. So that's why it has to be actually twice as powerful almost. But yeah, there's people who know more about that. I'm not gonna go into a thing when I don't know all the small details. But I hope they at some point could get rid of Java, and they probably would be on par with the iPhone.
Yeah, but that would
Windows
be
10 Spy Edition. Yes, exactly.
He likes Schnoggy likes Android more than iOS, and that's fine. Yeah, it's more open, so.
Yeah. I like that you can. The early Android games were really terrible, but these days I would say, it's gone so far that it's. I would say that there's things there like it's a bit depending on what you want and like.
Yeah.
I would say Android does some things much better. Like some of that camera stuff, it does much better. Partially because of hardware, but also because of software.
I would say from development point of view, though, just because the hardware is so fragmented, like so many companies have it, when you're developing for it, you have a lot to take into account because.
But it's more like I would say design stuff.
Okay.
Because of Java's native like. The whole idea of Java is cross-platform. So
yeah, the runtime.
I'm not saying you don't have to do anything. You have to do, but it's more about UI. Like if you have a bit different factors of.
Yeah. As long as they have a Java virtual machine, it's supposed to run.
Yeah, and it kind of does. I would say, like, especially if you're an indie company, I wouldn't worry too much about it. Maybe a downside if you're starting out is getting all those libraries and packages installed, so you can just test it out on your phone.
I would say one from a monetization.
Not a problem, but a bit tricky. Sorry.
From a monetization point of view, you might want to do some research if you're actually looking to make any money off the game you're developing, because it's a lot harder to get money out of the Android market from people. It's a different user base, and they're how can I say they're used to things being free, so that's something you just need to
you can
consider.
do something on Android.
Yeah, sorry.
One thing I think. Let's see if Arash again, does he sign it or not? No, he never signs anything.
No.
He just pretends. No. I would say one interesting thought I just had is, well, I've been thinking about this, of course, a longer time, is that the biggest problem with going mobile is that there's so much competition. There's big companies who put, several million, if not even billions, maybe not yet billions, a single company. Millions into marketing and
user acquisition.
And user acquisition, like to get one user outside of just, like you won't get any viewability if you're not paying for advertisement. Like if you look at World of Tanks, they're putting a lot of money. You go anywhere and you see their ads. And there's no way. Like the prices per acquisition are going up to like 7-8 euros more even. I think these days they're probably more than these days. I don't know.
For each user.
Yeah.
Think they're paying.
You're giving them 10 euros someone to get you one user.
Yeah.
Or something. But I would say that what I was gonna come to is that your first game. That's why. Let's say you make your first game and you get a couple 100 or 500 people playing it.
Mm-hmm.
Now let's say that their market value of those users is, let's say just for simplicity, is 10 euros. Even if you have a free game, that's 5,000 euros right there of savings that you don't have to spend when you make your next game. So maybe making money, like instead of thinking about making money, you should think about, because you need marketing to really be able to compete.
In that market.
So basically in that market. And one way of thinking about it is that you're making these games to get the marketing for free. So you're paying off your marketing with making games. And that might be an interesting way, especially for indie. And this is something Arash and I also struggle with. Like we don't have like hundreds of billion of people's, like we can just push it out and then there's like instant success. There's companies that do that, like Blizzard, doesn't matter even. They won't do that because I think they have good values in the company, but they basically could push out a turd, and everybody
Diablo
would know
3
about it.
a store.
Yeah, I think they had good intentions.
No, they were trying.
They were trying to steal our money.
Trying to cash in.
Yeah.
Nightbot, you're on the wrong day, Nightbot.
Remember to save your artwork, kids. It's very important, especially for this discussion.
Yes.
Flint and steel. Flint steel. Flint and steel. Flint steel.
Flint is like,
Yeah.
and
Well, flint and
then
steel.
7.
It's not. It's flint steel, but flint and steel is what you make fire with. Like you have a piece of steel, a piece of flint.
And then you strike it 7 times.
7 times for good luck. I'm not really interested in making mobile games. Maybe because I'm not interested in playing them. Yeah. I do think you have to be interested in your game, but also, I think who was it? It was just the other day. There was someone
Rami.
in Discord. No, not Rami. Rami knows everything. He's God. Anyway, the point that even Rami makes is that the games you want to play and you want to make are not necessarily the same.
There was an article about this somewhere. I could have sworn I posted it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's one thing you guys should definitely remember.
They can be. Just to
Yeah,
clear, because soon you'll be like 600 messages like, no, I will never make a game I wouldn't myself want to play. That's fine. That's okay. But sometimes the work that goes into make, like if I love, like for example, I'll use myself as an example.
StarCraft?
No, I would probably be able to do that. But let's say I want to make a role-playing game. Not too big, I won't do that. But let's say I would want
You're
to do that.
doing enough characters these days.
Well, that's true.
Yeah.
But my
NPCs.
weakness is that I don't know how to write stories. I don't like writing stories. I like coming up with stories, but I don't really like to write them down or in that way. I'm not good at that. Okay,
Yeah.
what is this game about? It's about telling stories. All the fun comes from telling stories. So I'm not a storyteller. I'm not good at that. I'm not necessarily... I'm not saying I couldn't do it, but it's not something I enjoy immensely. So I would say that that's a game which I love to play. I love role-playing games, but I do know I will be miserable making it.
Yeah. I could not do it. I would just get super stressed out thinking about how complex making a role-playing game is. I think Final Fantasy VII had like a team of 100 or more, 150. It was crazy. And it took 5 years or 10 years. I forgot. It was some... Look it up. It's crazy.
I could work
and
at a
that's
company
Final
that
Fantasy VII.
I could work at a company where there's 100 people, because then my role would be...
You draw the reflection on the edge of the sword and you program the reflection of the light off of the sword at a 45-degree angle.
From what? The normal?
Yes. Anyway, so that's
Awkward silence moment.
from the normal. Yes, don't flip your normals.
Don't flip your... That's our greeting from now on.
Hello,
Sup,
welcome to
guys?
Game. Don't flip your normal. Your normal.
Don't flip the bird.
Don't
or
flip your
normals.
nurbles. So.
Where's Zika? He would understand the joke. He's trying to learn 3D right now.
Yeah, true.
Cool. Where were we? Well, we're talking about mobile, and but yeah, I think in that way, actually, for a first game, mobile is not a bad idea. Just don't expect to make millions.
I would say
Just a couple of 100,000.
Don't expect to make anything.
Well, it doesn't matter if you're mobile or not. First game, I would say don't expect to make money. It's just expect, like, just get it done, get it finished, and that's already a huge accomplishment.
And with the best polish that you can get into it within it, I would give yourself like how can I say? Give yourself a deadline and get it done. That's what's important. Yeah. Let's talk quickly about Epic Tavern. So there's a game that's out on Kickstarter right now. They're a few hours left in their Kickstarter.
Can't find the link anywhere.
You might want to go check it out. If you go from Discord in...
Info, maybe.
Yeah.
There we go.
We can put it on the screen, too, maybe.
I'll just copy the link. We can do that later.
We'll paste it in our chat.
So if you want to support, they're making a tavern simulator. Where you collect adventures and then you send them out on missions. And it's called...
exactly. It's like a,
Oh, Corgi. Sup? Oh, you gotta go to work? Remember, you can always go to the back room, Corgi, and do some paperwork. You need to do the paperwork.
Just leave us on the stream and then come back.
I think it's that. I hope I didn't paste the wrong thing.
Have you favorite gallery?
Have you favorite gallery?
Wait, you made good points about kinds of games you like to play versus ones you're good at making or can make. Yes. Thank you.
Have you favorite? You can do exclamation games.
Well, those are ones that were worked on, not favorites.
Favorite, like other people's games.
Yeah.
Please clarify.
Dark Souls.
Dark Souls. I couldn't name a game. Could I name a game?
Your SWAT game you were playing. But that's not... But he didn't say most favorite game, did he?
No.
Or best game?
We should make an indie game gallery.
Like games that we like. You like the Hotline Miami.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. I would say my favorite...
Silence. It's not silence because it's just like I'm going through like 100 games right now. And like
I like Might and Magic Clash of Heroes. I like that game.
No, you hate that game.
No, I like that game. I have it on pretty much every system except the DS, the original one. So
you have the Sega one?
Wasn't on Sega.
It was on Sega. They did a recompile of the game.
No, they didn't.
In 8-bit graphics.
So, Schnoggy, if you like puzzle games, I like that game.
But
That's
if you want to see what we worked on, then you just...
Yeah, then you do exclamation game. You have to type... Game? Yeah, I think that's what you have to do.
Holy, Nightbot is our #1 fan and he's spamming. He's spamming all that. Anyway, and he's spamming about Discord, yeah. If you want to talk to us, like one-on-one, we chill out at Discord all the time.
Yeah.
So every evening you can have a talk. If you have some issues, if you need help with art, coding, we can sit down and talk you through it. And remember, after this talking session, we start with this very exciting talk. And then we'll review your guys' games. So you can submit your games to us. So I think there's a button that says submit your game or something below.
Yeah, it's somewhere down
or if you're
here.
in the mobile, it's somewhere around here.
It's in this column.
It's here.
No, it's not above us. It's below us.
In mobile, it's on the side.
Oh, very true. Yeah, true.
So
it's here.
Oh, Costa, we can do it at the end.
If we have time, we can try. But if not, we're going to have to just give you the feedback on the mobile. Because we have actually 4 games already today that we have to play.
So you can submit your game at gamedevcompany.com/game.
gamedevcompany.com/games.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not backwards. No, that won't work. I can post it here. More links in the chat. No, maybe not. You can find it out. It's a button somewhere here.
Yeah.
You can submit it, and we will review it next Tuesday or even today.
Maybe.
If there's time, but
let's see.
Exactly.
What
else? So we talked about Tencent, Supercell. Favorite game? I didn't say anything. Well, there's so many. Nuclear Throne, Rogue Legacy, like indie games.
You liked Rogue Legacy. Yeah. You played a lot.
I'm like
there was
level 150 or something.
You've spent hundreds of hours on that, huh?
No. You 600 hours in Rogue Legacy. I can't still beat it. No. 70 hours.
That's a lot.
No.
70 hours is a lot for Rogue Legacy. It is. It's just you suck. That's why you spent 70.
I haven't finished the bosses.
You have?
Yeah. How long have you come? How many areas are there?
I don't know.
What is
4?
the secret behind the door?
I don't know. Your
anyway.
mom?
Yep. How did you know?
I knew it. Okay.
And my dad.
Oh, wow. It's a family. It's a gateway to your parents' house.
Hello!
I just beat Rogue Legacy. How are you?
You're home now.
Yes.
That's just me opening
Bjorn's parents. Oh, yes. Oh, you beat it too. Ah.
So, what was Rogue Legacy, Hotline Miami, 1?
I would say those 2 for you, definitely.
Hyper Light Drifter, I haven't tried out,
No.
but it looks very interesting. But then there's a lot of RPGs, StarCraft, Rogue Spear.
I played that long ago.
whatever else is there. There's so much. Battlefield.
Yeah. I would say Might and Magic Clash of Heroes and Dark Souls.
Final Fantasy.
Street Fighter. I like Street Fighter.
I didn't like Street Fighter. I never got it.
Dead
That's
or Alive,
my
I like.
weakness. My fighting games is my weakness. I never played them. I never got the console, so I never got to play them. I had to program my own games for because we didn't.
But
have
on
any games.
it depends on how far you go back too, depending on the system. So if you name a system, then I can tell you what I liked on that system.
Atari 5600.
There was no 5600. 2600.
Commodore 128 Edition 2.
I didn't have that. Sorry. But yeah.
But there's a lot of good games out there. There's no. I think this day and age there's no what's it called? That looks down. Bjorn looks like he could blend in the couch. Yeah, I'm the vampire.
He is the couch.
I am the vampire. Wicked, you missed the beginning of the stream. We were already established. I'm the vampire.
I am the vampire.
The vampire, and you're the werewolf.
I am the last one.
You're last.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
good evening for you, dude. It's
Yeah.
not morning there. It's
For
morning
us-
for you.
Yeah, for us it's.
No, he's in.
7:30.
He lives in a country close to.
Oh, he lives in a place that isn't no longer part of a place that could be part of a place, but
Exactly.
used to be part of a place, but might no longer be part of a place.
He lives on another continent.
Yes, never heard of him.
Never. Sup, Wicked? Welcome. There was something I was gonna. What was I? I was something shouting out for sheep. I don't remember.
I feel it. I don't feel it.
I said it earlier, but anyway.
You said something about sheep earlier?
Yeah, sheep in the forest. No, let it go. I don't remember. I don't remember. I'm old already. I'm tired.
You're not old.
Haha, subtle. What?
Subtle. The B is
Subtle.
silent.
Subtle.
It's like
Subtle.
herbs and herbs,
Subtle.
except it's with an H. Sabatele. Yeah, you don't
Sabatele.
write those words to finish people because they pronounce what they see.
Subtle gooey. Exactly.
That's awesome.
Testing your games.
Hey, Stygian, what's going on, dude?
Yeah, your games, not our games. Shin, you need to. When is your?
Stygian says he doesn't have a game, so we can't test it. Damn it, you found us out. How do you know? We might actually have your game right now.
We went
Back in
into the
time.
futures. No, back in time.
We have to be the same.
Back to the future.
Future or in back?
Back to the future.
Okay, good.
2. We went back to the future 2, which means forward in time.
Am I the
You're-
scientist or?
No, you're the girl.
Okay, that's fine. Whatever happens.
This is what happens when you go forward in time, as you can see.
So
You should make a game.
we're gonna
It's
play
okay.
everybody's game. Don't worry. We just have to waste your time for 5 minutes and then.
Exactly. We need to drink our coffee and wake up. But yeah, we went to the future, and your game, it was really good. You should keep on working on it.
Yeah.
Do fix that one bug, though. It's very annoying. You're gonna
Yeah.
get some publicity because of it.
Definitely, they're going to actually, hackers gonna find out about the bug, exploit it. It's gonna be all over TV, and you would think that no one would play your game, but they'll eventually make a mod for it, and then it'll be good.
Yeah.
Exactly. Anyway, what was something else I was gonna say today?
I don't know, something smart, hopefully. We should go through the basic scope. Remember, guys?
Basics start at line 10, go to line 20.
Test your games. Keep your scope tiny, invisible, doesn't exist. Scope meaning the size of your game should be smaller than
Publicity.
Flappy Bird's. What else?
The one thing we can say, guys.
Keep your motivation up.
Yeah. Actually, Fabi, if you guys don't know, if you go on our Discord under our, and if you don't know about the Discord, exclamation Discord, in the chat, it'll give you the link. one of our community members posted this video under the references channel, and it was really good. I mean, I haven't seen that one before, but it was very motivational. And the thing, the guy that was talking in there, aside from motivation, he was talking about, failure is good and so on and so forth, as long as you're learning from it. And the thing is, the one thing that was very important, and it kind of restates what we've been saying over and over and over again, is basically, don't bite off more than you can chew. Don't make something that's so massive that you're not going to complete it or overwhelm yourself. And it's in the rules, not rules, what was it? Recommendations channel as well. It's one of them there. So that's something you guys...
There's a lot of resources in Discord. We post them and we can pin it now, actually.
I did. They're horrible. I just did a pin. I pinned Fabi's video. You know how pinning works under Discord?
No. Anyway.
It's crap.
But
you won't even know it's pinned.
It's still there. And, you can browse and post everything, good articles and stuff like that.
Good luck finding pins.
Exactly.
But great community there. If you're not part of the community, please join. We're there to help you.
Fabi's here now.
What's up, Fabi? What's going on?
Exactly. We talk about you all the time, Fabi. That's the only thing we talk about.
Yeah. I was just waiting. We have a bot set up that the second Fabi comes into the chat, it notifies us to start talking about him.
Exactly.
Actually, we have his IP traced, and we can just tell specifically. It's even before he gets on, we prepare. We have a script, actually. It's written right here under the camera that we just read.
Yeah, this is so scripted. I can see that. Yeah, yes. Exactly. Hello, John. How is the weather today?
No, look, you have to read over here because your teleprompter's here and mine is over. That's why I keep looking that way. Don't you guys understand? It's not that I'm looking at the chat. My teleprompter is right there. Bjorn, he never reads the teleprompter, and that's the problem. You always mess up the jokes. The punchlines are on yours. I'm trying to lead, and then you just don't read this part right here. Anyway. See, he's looking at it now. A little bit more this way. Anyway. So,
But yeah, Fabi, we're going to play your game.
Better get a VPN.
VPN?
Well, Game Dev Company, I created something. Are we playing Stygian's game today? Stygian, are we playing your game? Did we notify you?
Yes, it's submitted. I don't know. Stygian?
Sounded like I'm broken. What are those things that hang out by the water?
I don't know. I want to
buffalo? Say... Water buffalo?
Oh.
Anyway.
I was going to say something totally different.
Fish?
No.
Okay. You coded a bot for me. Yes. Yes, you are a VIP. You are a Habibi. That is...
Actually, the bot
you are
a
HIB.
HIV?
B as in boy. He's a boy.
Yeah. Yeah, I have no proof that he's a boy. He might be a woman.
Stygian has not a game, but something special. Okay, very nice. So...
I don't know, I'm lost in time and space right now.
Yeah. But anyway, I'm trying to think what are other big topics that have happened over the past... There was
you started drawing concepts for the game that we're making, for example. So we're making a falling game, an infinite faller. It's not infinite, but a falling game where there's going to be witches and all kinds of things happening, and you're falling and fighting over who gets the parachute. It's not going to be a parachute, but think of that. And then only one person can get it and deploy it, and then otherwise you're going to hit the ground and die and lose. So it's a very simple party game, basically.
Yeah. I'm excited
for
to see.
consoles or whatever. It's going to be gamepad based.
Yeah, I hope so, else I'll suck.
No, we have to connect 6 keyboards to the computer.
Stygian has created a bot that reads all messages in a chat one after another, all coded in Game Maker Studio. That's
Bobby,
cool.
can you whisper us the link? Because I only have the old version. And he
Yeah,
doesn't
can
have
you-
his computer here, so. So please resubmit if you have done changes. We can install it.
Yeah, I don't have that version, buddy.
Holy crap.
Can you send it to us? If you still have that version saved somewhere, or if you have the old link, because I don't have my computer here, so I won't be able to play it. I don't think you actually. Well, he recreated the movement, but I thought the movement was just fine. Yeah. Work on what you need to work on. Don't touch the other things.
Costa is getting invited by the Turks, the young Turks.
Invited or invaded?
Invaded.
We are inviting you over. Come here while we.
Well, maybe it's both. They're invading the invitation. No, that is.
No, the Turks are invading. No, we are inviting ourselves into your country. There is a big difference.
I don't know what's going
You've
on.
murdered half my family. No, I've only invited them out of life.
Exactly. But yeah, if that's true, then it sucks.
Yes. They're pillaging
we
our
don't have 10
village.
o'clock loose right now on, so we don't know what's going on.
They're pillaging our village is a party. Yeah. Anyway,
Oh, don't send it in Discord. I don't.
we don't have Discord open right now. Send it in, or we can't get to it. Well, he can just put it here, couldn't he?
Yeah,
Or-
you can.
Or can he private message you, or you
Yeah,
don't
you can
see?
private message.
Yeah, just
Yes,
private message if you don't want it out in the wild.
It is an invitation.
Yes, it's an invitation.
Yeah.
What else? Well, why don't we just talk about the thing and talk about it now?
Your thing. I don't know if
The
you can talk about that.
GDWC thing. We can just talk about it now
No?
before we get into the game. So, so we have already mentioned this in the chat. I mentioned, and I'm sure Bjorn has probably told everybody anyway. But
My mother, my father, my sister, my friend, my dog, and my cat. Nobody.
exactly,
I don't have a sister.
you broke his feelings. You broke his feelings.
That's my dog. What do you mean?
Yeah.
He sounds like a parrot.
Yeah. Yeah, so the GDWC, he gave it to us. Do you want to click download?
Yeah. It'll be there. Don't worry.
But who is watching?
Today we will again sit here and laugh, and you won't know what's going on for like 60 minutes. Like
Oh,
last
yeah.
time.
So the GDWC, basically we're partnered now. Bjorn, I don't know if you can show it on the screen too. But
What do you want from me? Yeah, go on talking.
so basically the game developers, why do I keep messing up the damn name? The Game Development World Championship that we're part of, we met up with them and we partnered with them, which is really, really, really awesome. And I mentioned it in the kind of our chat and in Discord and gently on the stream, but now we're
Gently, very
gently,
gentle.
very just
Yes.
just the tip of the discussion we
His
talked.
voice, it was like a crackle in the wind.
I cough a lot. It's all the drugs I'm doing. No, I'm not drugging. Smoking drugs.
In the wind.
So is that on the screen? Can they see it? You can put it on the
I
screen.
don't know.
Which
I don't
one
know
is
anymore.
being shown?
I don't know. Yeah, I think they can see it now. What?
No, they can't see it. Okay. So if you guys look at the website here, so this is basically the competition website. You guys can still sign up. You still have time. If you have a game you want to submit, definitely you should submit it. Very simple. Don't not too complex, I would say. If you don't have a team, of course it's optional, so don't get caught up on that.
Optional. For your Spanish audience?
Optionale. And then if you kind of go down, there's basically prizes. The prizes, well, this explains what it is. You guys can check that out.
We believe in new game developers.
And what they're doing is they're kind of... oh, and if you look, hey, did you get
free
all?
books?
Did you get all those?
No.
Why not?
Because I don't know where to get them from. But yes, you can get them.
Yeah. That's cool, dude. The Game Jam Survival Guide. I like that. I want to see that. So if
you will never get them.
I know you have them. You're just not
I will never
share.
Never. And remember to save your artwork, kids.
If you go down further, here's some examples, and it's been running for the past. Well, let's watch. Hopefully, we don't get. Oh, we have permission. It's okay.
In a world. Rise to glory. Will your game be chosen for victory? Register and become a legend at the Game Development World Championship 2016. Register now at thegdwc.com.
Okay, that didn't really show anything.
Are we there?
No, we won't be because we just joined afterwards. I'll have to tell them, you need to make a new video.
I like how they say register.
Register in
Anyway.
a world.
So these are the past winners.
Yeah, they've been running for at least 4 years, I think it was. And so here's the prizes. So that's what people are interested in. So you can go to one of two countries.
No, both.
Oh!
Oh yeah. We're going to Sweden. No, wait.
Hey, dude!
Sweden.
We live in here, and we've been on that bridge.
Yeah.
That's the bridge.
And I've been there. I stood.
Yeah,
sat
and I
right
was
there.
there as well.
We've been in all.
We've
of
been
these
in all three of these places. Oh yes.
Let's hope we don't win. It's gonna be.
No. But yeah, you get to go to these places, meet big people, big companies, pitch at Slush, which is really cool, or show your game. And yeah, there's more.
So this is one of the biggest. It's a bit like the TechCrunch investment. So this is like one of the world's biggest investment happenings. It's now also in Japan, I think, and some other countries. They're doing Slush.
Oh, they are.
Yeah. So it's so everybody pitches their game idea, and there's like big investors in the crowd. So
Yeah.
Investment.
That started in Finland.
Yeah.
Now it's probably the largest of that type.
Yeah, it's TechCrunch maybe is bigger than whatever it's called.
Maybe.
TechCrunch's event, which is in Silicon Valley, but then I would say this is one of the biggest.
Funky Lizard, this first time you see this,
Cool.
That's cool. You still got time. Get on it. If you need help, hop on our Discord. We can help you as well.
So yeah, you can win prizes and stuff, and I think the trip is the biggest thing. Winning a trip to Finland and Sweden.
It's and then also getting to meet the game companies and showing their games. That's a huge opportunity.
Maybe the winner gets to meet us. Maybe. Huge honor.
Yes.
Very good. I will put on my clean shirt for that.
Yes.
And underwear. I only do that once a year.
Yes.
Big.
So we can keep going down, but yeah, there are rules, regulations. But if you go under the
so there's two categories. There's one.
True.
Let's see here. Where is it? There's two categories. Yeah, here. Serious games and entertainment. So serious games is like for learning or like a serious purpose that it's not necessarily entertainment is the main purpose of the game. Games submitted to serious track will be judged how well they perform in fulfilling the purpose in addition to entertainment value of the game. So let's say it's a fitness game or a military education game or whatever you can come up. Yeah. Then there's entertainment category, which is just pure entertainment.
Yeah. And Funky Lizard is first time, we said that. I don't know if we missed your previous messages. Sorry. Help with what? So Funky Lizard, if you're working on a game, if you want to work on a game, and you need help working on your game, we have a community that's here to help you. It's on our Discord. So if you type !Discord, there'll be a link. You can join that, and we can help you make a game. And if you would like to submit it for that, great. If not, no problem.
And we every Tuesday, which is today, after this part, we review people's games and give them feedback. So if you're working on a game and want us to review it and give you feedback, you can go to gamedevcompany.com/game and submit, or just go gamedevcompany.com and submit your game.
Yeah. So the big news from this was that we're now partner with them. So, well, you can now see us in the bottom right-hand side.
Yes.
Yes.
We can show here also where to submit your games. So you go here.
I want to update this picture. I'm more retarded than normal.
No, you are normal.
Yes.
You are retarded. You cannot do anything. So here you can, you can send it and.
We'll review.
Exactly. And there's other crap here, but this is the main thing.
So if you go back, the nice thing is there's some other really great companies here and things.
We're in good company.
We're in good company. This is an excellent opportunity for all of us to grow and build our network. So, and basically, all of the people, they're talking about us now in their newsletters and on social media in hopes that we can help all of, of course, everybody with giving feedback for them, for their games. So some of the games actually we're looking at today, or at least one of them, is from the competition, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Not 100% sure, but I think so, yeah.
So how about
enroll. Just press enroll. You just need to create an account, and before the 30th or what, 31st.
I thought it was 21st.
The last of September.
The end of September.
Yeah, 30th of September 2016. You have to submit it, so you still have time, even if you're. So just try to get it done before that, and you can submit it here.
We review all types of games, but the key here is that we're not reviewing your game like it's a good game, it's a bad game. We're giving you feedback like if a designer were to look at your game and to give you quality, constructive feedback so that you can make it better. So that's the kind of feedback. We're giving feedback. We're not reviewing the game. We're not giving it a score. We're not saying this and that. So that's the thing. And we review all types of games. It doesn't matter. Even board games, if you can get into it.
For himself, I always have a score. It's Björn points. How many Björn points you get? It's like a small picture of a bear because it means bear. And you can score... maximum points is 10. The smallest point is 0.
Right. I don't have that.
Yeah. No, I'm just kidding. We don't have any point system.
Yeah.
We don't go and we think about what could be improved or what could be help or what is confusing. But I think the main thing is actually everything we don't say, in a way, that when you watch us play, we also have this camera so you can see what parts are making us confused. And it might be actually, like last week, we were actually missed the whole tutorial section. It wasn't on purpose. It was just so hidden we didn't know to go there, and that's not something we can give feedback on because we missed the whole section of a game.
Yeah. So yes, September 30th. Yeah, you should enter. It doesn't cost to enter. It doesn't hurt anything. It gives you a deadline.
Fambi, you should
just
set
do it.
Your Fatty Bird.
Yeah, you should.
The only requirement is that it hasn't been published before 2016, so it can't be already published.
Yeah.
It can be published during this year, so if you already published something this year, you can enter.
Yeah. So how about we start playing people's games?
Sure. All right. Let me see which game we should play first.
Pour myself some chai. Well, it's not
Chai?
chai. It's actually water.
Chai water. So we have Kong's game, we have Fabi's game, but Fabi sent a new version, so let's not do that. We have Lawrence's game, and then we have Vinod's game.
Lawrence of Arabia?
Yeah, Lawrence
Hello,
is
hello.
here.
Yeah, my audio's still working. Can you see?
Yeah.
My audio seems very low for. I don't know. Anyway.
Don't shout.
Hello,
Oh, thanks for the follow.
We don't see where the follow is, but thank you for the follow.
I think it's on the other screen.
Maybe it is.
It's weird, you know how it works.
We
But
have
yes,
to. We
thank
have
you.
to find that.
We like it the mystery.
If
we
you
don't.
if you like to be recognized and thanks, if you like it to be thanked, just put your name like I followed in the chat, and we'll thank
If
you.
you don't want us to recognize you, then don't write anything in the chat anywhere ever. We will instantly jump on you and tear you to pieces. No, just kidding.
No, we won't.
Only he will. He's
No.
the werewolf.
I'm
I
hard.
will suck your blood.
Yes. Blood. Ah.
Blood.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Okay, Habibi.
Habibi. So who would do first? Calm?
Just
Well,
go with
Lawrence
from
and-
the top down, whatever.
Top down? This is not top down. Okay.
Do you want to
This
climb?
time, I will remember to show you guys what we're doing.
Yeah. So we'll not.
Should we just do windowed? I think it's
Yeah, just do window.
So we have lots of empty space. This is made with Unity? Is
Well-
it controller enabled?
We can make ourselves.
So this
Hey,
was-
we can make ourselves bigger then.
You can. Oh, I'm confused. There we go. Oh, I'll move this
Hey, Habibi.
here. And
What the hell?
I'm confused which. What is the real mouse?
There you go. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes. You can see the pores.
Delicious.
Is it cutting part of the game? No. So can you play this with a controller or I think this is Lawrence game. He's in the chat.
Lawrence of Arabia.
Your game will be reviewed.
Review it.
What was I?
I think of all the people's games we've reviewed, we've probably reviewed Costa's most of any game.
Exactly. It's the most reviewed award for the most reviewed game. Can you move the thing there? See if it works. You have the gamepad. Where did you put it? Where are you? Is it? Don't put it there. Oh my god. Where did you put it? Yeah. The cable's here. I think it's here. Yeah. Now it went up further. Oh yeah. So no gamepad control. Okay. Let's play it with keyboard. Oh, it's not yours? Oh, sorry, Lawrence. It's Calm's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See.
Sorry. So sorry.
Calm. Stay calm. Calm.
Oh.
Okay. The robot.
Oh, I like that.
Yes. Delicious.
It's an elevator. So developed by Calm. Exactly.
Yes.
I like the door. Oh. How do I go in?
I don't know.
Enter. Control E. I'm a walking trash bin. E. Oh, what
you
did I
did
press?
something.
G. Okay.
Interesting choice.
I don't know if the mouse does anything. Sometimes. So Calm is the developer of the game.
Yes. See? Developed by Calm. Oh, funky
What is that?
wizard. You're gonna die. Don't touch it. I told you don't touch it.
It looked like a trampoline. I don't know. I wanted to try it.
That's
Oh.
interesting. What is that?
It's very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Why can't I jump on mine? Anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but this I can't. Oh. Okay.
Make it. You can do it. Yeah. Oh.
I have to restart the game. Jump into the lava pool. Oh, sorry, acid pit. Oh, too fast on my fingers there.
Yeah.
Oh, yellow. Maybe. What if I press G on this? No, nothing.
Whoa.
What was that?
How did you do that?
I don't know what happened. if you don't do mine, it won't be as good as it is because it's my first game.
Don't worry, Lawrence. This is not about who's
Yeah, I pressed
doing
down,
what.
Funky. It wasn't down. He said it down, but yeah, I've seen where you press down and it's okay. Oh, that was close. Oh, but this is a new level, I think so. Okay, maybe I should just jump over it. Oh, interesting.
I have a feeling that little rocket thing. Maybe not.
What is down there? I kind of want to know. Is there like alternate endings?
I don't know.
I know.
Interesting.
I don't know where I'm going. I think I'm breaking the game now. Oh, I think that's the level end.
Did you see the little fire?
Yeah, it's when the level starts. It has that. I don't know why. He's flying away. Yeah, I like the doors when they open. I won't go into that.
It reminds me of elevator action. Though with the elevators opening and closing. Not the other stuff, but just the elevators for some reason.
Yeah, this is the main mechanic, it seems. Like the elevator door jumping. It's a bit like Mario. You know, with the doors. I think this is the...
It's interesting, that fire.
It's when the game starts. It would be interesting if it did something. But I haven't found any. Cost mine is also...
Don't be negative.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, Habibi.
Sorry. Maybe you should start saying stuff. I can play at the same time.
So, there's a man, he jumped... Okay, we found a bug.
That's an inconsistency. I'm immortal.
Com, you might want to check out your lavas. They're
Start from the beginning. Okay.
Interesting.
So this, of course, I don't think you developed this for very long. It's very...
That's fine.
New. Just for reference.
Yeah.
I kind of want to jump over there.
So basically this is a this is basic platformer so far. Looks like you're a little robot. Looks like there's little fire thing that happens too underneath of him, but I don't know if that's right there.
Yeah, it's when the level starts. When
Yeah.
you finish the level, then it has.
But I feel like when I see that, I get the impression that I should be able to do that. So we might be missing something.
No, I've pressed almost everything that it could have been. Ragathan, because this is like saying all creative work are good. There's no point trying to get better. Yeah, of course you can always get better. But also if you have to also take every work in perspective in where
The context.
where its creator is in his
Development cycle.
Not cycle, but like his career path, or
Yeah.
if you just made your first game, if you would be saying you have 20 years of developing experience and then you show this game, I would be like, okay, this is a bit underwhelming. If you're telling me this is your first game that I see,
This is mind-blowing.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll just give you example, Com. This is an awesome game. I have students that have made their first games and they look crap compared to this. Of course, I've had students that have more polished. But it all depends on the person and how hard they work. So from a polished point of view, this is pretty darn polished, especially for a first game. I like.
Thanks, Talmud Scotty, for Scotty.
Yeah, for following.
Exactly. Yeah. Sorry, you were saying something. Students.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's a good game for what it is for the short amount of time he's probably spent on it. There's a little bit of polish there already. So let's quickly just talk about a few things.
So it has static jump, like the game mechanics thus far. It's going through doors, moving left, right, and jumping. And the jump is not a variable jump height, which wouldn't really matter for this game anyway. Right now.
So we have acid. You fall into acid. Oh, that was interesting. Few bugs there.
Thanks for following, Omelette.
Interesting name, Omelette. So
I won't do that though last time. Let's see.
but the interesting thing is that so we have some acid. It seems like there's a small bug with the acid that sometimes it's not, you're not dying. So that's something that should be looked into. Because,
You might not just have put the collider.
Maybe that's true.
This jump is hard though. If we could make it. Anyway, keep on talking.
One recommendation I would say is that when you introduce something, for example, if you can go back actually right here, this thing that is right here, it actually throws me off because everything else up till that point from the beginning when we were first introduced to that, we
when
thought
you collide with this and not this thing.
Exactly. So and the other thing is that you would think that you should be able to collide with it because it has the little nails in it in the corners just like the walls do. And then this little platform over here
Doesn't have the nails, but still.
but you do collide with it. So it's very important that when you're working on stuff to take that into account, consistency over that. It'll create less confusion. The other thing is that
I think this jump is not doable without jumping in.
Interesting. Okay, that might be he might have to check the distances or adjust the jump. And then what was one other thing? Oh yeah, my other recommendation is try to vary the background a little bit differently from your robot. Maybe add a little bit of color to your robot somehow, or take the background a little lighter or darker, because right now your robot is almost the same, if not the same color as the background, so it can throw off a person's eyes. But that would be my recommendation, those 3 things, and then maybe check out, of course, this little bug you might have, and double check this jump that it seems we can't
There's
make.
one thing you should maybe do, because of the type of game this is that now you're checking that I'm on the ground to be able to jump again, right? And there is a thing where, let's see if he's doing it. It's a bit hard to tell, but it seems that sometimes not responsive. Like I think there it should have jumped. So what you do to because people will press space a bit before he actually lands. So what you do is that even if he's not on ground, if in a couple frames later or like a couple milliseconds later is on the ground, you still make that jump valid.
Yeah.
So basically you check that even if he's not on the ground, if he's soon after on the ground, you kind of forgive that and still make the character jump again.
Yeah.
So which would make difficult jumps like this much easier. Like right now it kind of is a bit more forgiving for like these kind of jump puzzles.
Yeah, especially this early. So.
Yeah, it's a very common tactic to do, because otherwise you might feel cheated. You're trying to do a small jump here and then it actually won't jump.
Yeah. If you died every time, you would become extremely frustrated because you couldn't make it, and then you would stop playing. So, yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on. Let's go into the chat and see what's going on so we can get part of the conversation.
Yeah, acid. There's no point in getting better.
So,
Ragatha, I don't think you're a horrible person. Of course, there's a difference, and I think that's the thing. Like we discussed in the beginning of the stream, we talked about how to give feedback, how to receive feedback. Is that one important thing when giving feedback? Like we're giving this game feedback right now. You need to understand where the people making is coming from and what he's intending to do, and you have to put it in that context. There's no pointing in like. Because the thing is, there's no point in kind of putting this next to some game where 300 people have made the game.
Crisis 3.
Yeah, Crisis 3 or something like that. You have to put it in the context, and a lot of the time when you just work on something bit, it might be a small change.
And there's a huge impact.
Yeah, exactly. And it might be that even if it has simple graphics, it looks simple, but it has one really quirky or interesting mechanic that will become hugely popular. Like Flappy Birds, again, I don't know why.
Well, Thomas Was Alone is a good example.
But that's a bit more complex. I was thinking just one mechanic, very simple, and got hugely popular.
Yeah.
Even Mario is not that complex. Maybe for the time it was.
Yeah. But but about giving feedback, I feel that
this is not GTA 5, but it's not trying to be either. And that's what we need to look at. And also we're here to help you learn and help you evolve as a developer. And the only way to do that is to help you see what is your current issues or what could you work on right now.
Yeah. If you guys remember from one of our earlier streams we did where Björn just mentioned earlier about giving and taking feedback. Always when you're giving feedback, it's kind of what you should do is first start off with what do you like about the game. Like, we were saying like, okay, I like the robot, I like the art style, I like this. Talk about the things that you actually like, because if you only concentrate on the negative, the person is only going to think completely on just the negative constantly. Now, this is good for someone that's just starting off. Now, I have friends that are professional designers, and when they show me a game, I can be a lot more straightforward and say, hey, work on this mechanic. I don't have to say like, oh, this is beautiful and whatever. They already know that if I like it or if I don't like a certain thing. If I like something, I'll be like, wow, I really like how this is done. So, but definitely it's good to give a, a critique in what is actionable.
And I would say that one thing that's kind of, I think is at least important for me is that there's no pointing, like you can say positive subjective feedback, like I really love the character, but there's almost no point in giving subjective, like negative feedback, like I don't like the color gray, you shouldn't make a game in color gray. Then it would be very like, if you can't say why more than you don't like it, then it's not good feedback.
Yeah.
The feedback needs to be constructive. So it's like John was saying, that the character is almost the same color as the background. It is hard to see. It visually looks flat.
Unless that's part of the mechanic, then that's a different discussion altogether. But if he's supposed to hide in the shadow...
But keeping to the point that that's constructive feedback, because there's a reason that, if there's a reason why it should be flat, then of course. But if there isn't, then it is constructive feedback. But if you just say you don't like the color gray, or you don't like acid, you would like lava, that's up to him. It's his game. If he wants acid, that's acid.
Now some...
And of course, this is not a commentary on the acid right now. I think acid is perfect for this kind of metal game.
Exactly. Lawrence is saying constructive criticism. And I think that's, I would say, actionable criticism. Yeah. Something that they can actually do. Like, you could just say, hey, I hate platformer, or your jumping sucks. Well, that's borderline actually giving them some feedback. They know there's something wrong with the feedback. But a better one might be like...
Is that a checkpoint? Because I just spawned here. Where this thing was. It might be a checkpoint.
Go kill yourself again.
No, I killed myself just here. I spawned here.
Oh.
That was confusing. Wouldn't know that.
Yeah. Maybe he hasn't created the art for that
yet.
Yeah. So, but that's something you need to take into account when you're giving feedback, is try to look past the little bugs and the little, like, we're not going to say, oh, your lava is crap, why doesn't it work? We just say, oh, that looks like a bug, you might want to check that out. But instead give feedback where it's like, okay, it looks like there's a problem with your jump, like Björn was explaining earlier, where it would be very difficult for people to, yeah, so that might be a checkpoint.
Yeah, it is.
So it's very difficult for people to get past this jump, or it's not very clear for something, and then you can of course always give recommendations, but then leave it up to the designer of the game to choose what they will and will not implement. And if they choose not to implement it, they won't implement it. But at the end of the day, I will say this: if you're getting advice from someone that knows what they've been in that industry, they know what they are doing, chances are that the feedback that they're giving you is very constructive. They've seen it many times before, and they're just trying to...
And it might be not the feedback you want either.
Yeah, definitely. Sometimes it's the, I don't want to say cold hard truth, but sometimes it's like, yeah, this is not doing it.
And remember also, even if you're industry professional, doesn't mean you're good at giving feedback. I would say that there's very rare people who are good at giving feedback.
Yeah.
That make actually people to improve their games. A lot of them are very, a lot of them. I would say there's people who are rude, even if they are rude and don't give constructive criticism, even if they are professional.
Exactly.
So but don't ever, even if we say something, or even if it doesn't matter if they're rude or not, or constructive or not constructive, never take it personally. And do remember, whatever anybody else says, if I say like, hey, this is not Mario, that's just my opinion in the end, even if it's constructive. Mm-hmm. You as a designer have to do the choices, and you'll have to live by them, and you need to, you don't change the whole game just because one guy said something.
Exactly. But well, that's basically it. I mean,
but yeah, definitely respect if there's an industry professional who gives you feedback. It's good to really listen. And I've actually, a lot of times, I've gotten constructive feedback from Arash and from other people. And then I've been like, no, that's not, I don't see that. I don't know why. And then I just give it a try. Like, let's say it's like, what if the character couldn't jump at all? And I'm like, no, my whole game was based, wasn't jumping. But then I just do a small test, and I'm like, oh, this is very interesting. And I found something new. Especially if I'm in a rut with a game, it really helps.
Yeah.
So sometimes also don't be scared of thinking laterally or like differently. If someone has a idea, but don't change it just because of them, though.
Yeah.
It's still your choice.
Yeah, you don't have to just change it because you want to make them happy.
Yeah.
That's not the point of it.
Yeah.
But if they have the experience, they're telling you for a specific reason. And if they can give you a very good reason, that's something more for you to think about.
And if you're doing testing, most probably they're not going to be good at giving feedback. Like, let's say we would test this game, and I would give this to the world's best StarCraft 2 player. He would probably give you really bad feedback because I'm very sure, well, it's quite likely that a StarCraft 2 player won't be playing platformers. So he'll be like, no, why don't you make a strategy game? What if this had strategy in it? Because that's what he enjoys in games. Mm. So if you want good feedback on this kind of game, you have to think about, okay, oh, look at this friend's library. He plays a lot of Rogue Legacy like me. Maybe he loved Rogue Legacy, and I thought that people who loved Rogue Legacy would also love this game.
Yeah.
So let me get that friend to play it, that plays Rogue Legacy, not the friend that plays first-person shooters or strategy games.
And again, like we've said many times before in the past, don't talk while they're playing. Just let them try to figure things out. And if they really, really, like, are stuck, like let's say we couldn't figure out how to go through the doors, then you can say, okay, hey, it's the Q button or G button, whatever it was, and then stop talking and let them continue playing, because you'll learn a lot more. Because when your game is being played by someone, you're not going to be standing next to them constantly to tell them what or how to do things.
Exactly.
So
Like us not understanding that was a checkpoint. Most probably, if the developer or Com would have stood here next to it, he would have been like, "Oh, that's a checkpoint."
yeah.
But
And then we would have just accepted that's a checkpoint, but they would not have gotten the feedback or the
Yeah.
learning properly to know that, hey, I should readjust this so people know.
yeah, like did they figure out that it's a checkpoint? You'll never get that answer because you told them prematurely.
Exactly. But yeah.
yeah,
And
maybe-
also that one other thing is that little,
I would reconsider the G button to open the doors. At least E is more common. But downward would be okay. That's what they do in Mario.
or up even. I've seen up.
Yeah, I think up or is it up in Mario. I don't know. Up.
I think up is the going into a
Yeah.
door
Yeah.
because you're going into depth.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's all I have to say right now about that. So now here's the thing. So Calm, we've given you feedback. If you're going to work on your game, continue working on this game. We're definitely will look forward to seeing it. These at least the things that we've recommended. You look into them to see those changes.
Yeah, you can resubmit the game once you've changed it.
But
Or if you have a new version, I mean.
yeah. But we highly recommend these are the things you work on first before you. There's no point trying to add more functionality, add more, you're suddenly do this and then suddenly you add like enemies, So if you suddenly add enemies to this game and then send it back to us, but don't fix the previous things that we feel are very important, then, it's just going to get worse over time. So,
But yeah, sup Dream Blocks?
what's going on?
Yeah, up is the standard direction. Yeah, exactly. But and that would be okay because that's the only keys right now in use. I would not have guessed G without testing it.
Yeah.
should
So
we do the
let's
next?
let's go to the next game,
I
right?
think I have to. Yeah. Let's see here. Maybe do Lauren's game then.
Yeah, we'll have to do
So
Fabi's
Yeah. We'll
probably
do-
at the end because
Oh, that's. That
yes,
He's excited. He wants to go. He can't wait for
delicious.
it.
He's already
Yes.
running and played like.
Let's see here. It's very small. Hope you guys can see. I don't know if.
How was our day? It was really good, dude. How was your day? You got home from gym. He's showing off. Oh, he's got the muscles. Aye,
Muscles from Brussels.
He's Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Exactly.
Aye.
Become any bigger?
You made the wrong screen bigger. You keep making the other screen bigger.
So let's make that 100. I don't know if this is gonna zoom in the game. Is it? It breaks the game. There we go.
Aye. Delicious.
No, the whole other screen is broken. Alright.
All right, let's go.
So
Is it-
Lawrence, this is your game?
Click in there. Okay. Not controller.
Oh,
Yes. I like the. That'd be cool if he made those sounds
Oh.
while.
Well, look, he's a very, very interesting jump feeling.
He's like a kind of floaty, like in
Yeah.
outer space feel. Like the gravity in there. The gravity in there is.
He
Jump.
turned yellow.
What is that? He can jump higher, maybe.
I know. I don't know. I don't think so. He just turned yellow from the coin. Oh no, I'm not yellow.
Hmm.
It's
Wonder
the
what
coin color. Oh no!
Yes.
It's a cockroach! Run! Oh yes, he can never get me now. I tricked the AI.
Yes.
Gold man, gold finger.
Looks like. What does that do? Does that let him?
Holy crap!
I guess those are just things you have to collect.
Yes, it's the gold. Oh, what's the flag? The flag turned gold, and I'm gold too. Maybe I got
So
that.
checkpoint. And a touch of the flag. Okay, interesting.
Oh crap! Oh!
Oh!
I killed them! I am invincible.
Interesting.
So it has the jump on top of him to kill them mechanic. Cool.
Lawrence says it does jump higher.
Lawrence of Arabia. It jumps higher. Oh, very good. Oh, this guy's an asshole. Boing, boing. There we go. Do I get extra points for killing them? Oh, yes.
Yeah, there it does jump.
Yeah, slightly. Oh, I screwed up.
Oh! How'd you go down? Press down?
I just think if you stand there... No, down, yeah.
Yeah.
The regular.
Sometimes you have to press down and jump to jump down.
Yeah. Staircase mania. There's no coins here. I cannot turn yellow.
Delicious.
Oh no. Oh, can I just run into them? No, I can't. Oh crap, no.
Oh, that sucks.
It is okay, Habibi, it is okay. Float monster.
Do you even need to do that?
I want the coin. I missed one already, so I won't get the high score.
I don't know if that's a coin. Is it a coin?
I don't know. It is a yellow ball.
Oh, crap. You're screwed.
No, they just have to go here, 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 here. So, Lars say no point system. Good luck. My checkpoints are dodgy. Very good. Uh-oh.
Ragathan is already giving some feedback, which I was waiting till later to give that feedback, but definitely he is correct. By the way, guys, if I call you a he and you're actually a she, because there are actually girls around, or anything, however you want to be called, if I mistake your gender or whatever you want to feel comfortable, just tell me and I'll correct it. So, not your gender. I'll
correct it.
We will solve this problem, Habibi. No, I'll correct what I said. But he's saying
dodgy checkpoint.
He's saying that if you want people to
I didn't want to
know that they can jump on your enemies, you shouldn't make them spiky heads. And I agree with that, because when I first saw this and how we were playing in the beginning, we definitely were dodging them because it's like, holy crap, spikes. Spikes are dangerous. I don't want to step on them.
Very good. You had not set the variables for reading it. Oh no.
Porto collision, Habibi, Porto collision.
So I'll restart. You can start talking now. Start talking. I'll relaunch.
Yes, so I like the art style. I thought it was cool. I really like the running guy. He's like, andale, andale. He's like already running in place. So he's super, super, super excited.
He knew about the crash. Anyway.
Okay. So the art style I think is kind of cool. The coin, I like the first level actually, because it does teach you that golden thing you grab allows you to get higher, or at least I think it does. I don't know if you can make that jump without the gold coin.
You
Can you restart it? Don't get it. Let's see.
It's very hard to not get it. But...
Okay, so a quick recommendation. Design your first level so that the gold coin is not in the way of your path to get to the exit. It's slightly offset to the side. So if someone tries to jump up, they're not going to be able to make that jump no matter what they do. And then then they'll notice that gold coin, which really stands out, or energy thing or whatever it is. Then they go get it, and then they'll notice, oh, I can jump higher now.
The only thing is that this is temporary, this power.
Exactly.
So stuck.
Exactly. So that's something that you need to think about. That is what is the case that if somebody gets it and they don't make the jump, what do they do then? So you have to be able to have them get an exit out. So let's say you don't make that change.
Why is there a piece right here?
Okay, he says that you can't. Okay, but let's say that you don't make that. No problem, because, for example, we don't know at the moment the full goal of it's to get to the teleport in the room. But we have, at the moment, we don't have a time limit. We don't have anything forcing us. We can take our leisurely, it's leisurely, and we can get there no matter what we do. We'll eventually get there. So, but if there was, for example, a time limit, that would force us to try to find the most optimal way, because maybe if we finish the level quicker, we get a higher score. So, again, as stated earlier, the enemies having spiky heads gives me the impression that I can't jump on them.
I like their feet though. Look kind of creepy.
Yeah, there is a strange little flicker that I noticed in them, if you're noticing that.
Oh crap, that guy's...
Do you see what I'm talking about? You won't see it now because it's when they're falling.
Yeah, it has slightly...
But these are all... There's no point us getting tied up to visually. One thing recommendation I can give from a visual point of view.
I finished the game.
If you go back to the game again.
Here. The coin is a power up. Costa did you read, man?
Okay. What the hell was I talking about?
Oh, he's animated that.
What was I saying?
Visual.
One thing, just to keep in mind, your character is drawn in such a way that it's a pixel character, and it looks like if the character was like 8-bit, maybe, an 8-bit style. And the world you've created looks kind of like a 16-bit style. Just throwing that out there.
What it means is that it uses more colors and shading in the world than in the character.
Yeah, it seems like you have more pixels packed in an area.
The pixel side also.
Yeah, also the pixels, because for example,
at that portal and this.
Yeah, when I look at the portal, I see one, pixel depth. When I see the character, I see another, and when I see the blocks, I see another. So, and when I see the enemies, I see a different one. So I feel like those three are different. So that's something you want to keep in mind. And before you make tons of, right now, I'll just say these are all your first placeholder. You're working through the mechanics. Don't worry about it. But it's something that you want to keep in mind when you begin to flesh out the actual game, that you want to try to keep a consistent resolution. And that immediately will make your game 1,000 times more polished feeling.
I got an idea for the first level, where what you could do is that most people who play are completionists.
Yeah.
And there's one coin you can't reach. But you have to pick the first coin and then get to the other coin. That you can always get through the level, but you can't get all the coins except if you use the power-up.
Exactly.
That would be a good way to teach and understand that there is a trick to get up there, because I can't reach it clearly. I can't jump up there without the power.
Yeah.
But if I got the power and there's a coin there, I could always complete the level, but with
no
the
matter
power
what,
I could...
you can collect all the coins.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's much better because you don't break the game, There will be never a point they're stuck.
Because that also makes the player think, oh, there is a way of doing it. He wouldn't put it there without me being able to get it. How do I do that? And then they start problem solving.
Yeah. Just some tips when you... Lawrence is saying... I created the guy smaller, so you had to make him bigger. So just to give you guys an idea, we haven't really talked about this in our the art stuff on Mondays. Is that when you're starting to make your game, just pick a size of what things are going to be.
32 pixels by 32.
Yeah. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to keep everything within this 32 pixels by 32 pixels. And when you draw your characters, you can draw the character, you can draw the enemies, you can draw stuff so that they're next to each other, so you can look at the proportion. Is this enemy bigger than my main character? How big is he supposed to be? So when you do that, and you always have the other things there as a reference, you're not going to fall into this situation. You won't suddenly make a high resolution one thing and a lower resolution something else.
Yeah.
So another thing, maybe Bjorn, you can talk about the way these characters are kind of moving.
I don't know. I think it's good. This is just the type of character that it's just going back and forth. But of course, later on, they can use more complicated AIs.
Okay.
Maybe a flying one. But I mean, that's up to Lawrence. I don't think there's anything wrong with this.
Okay.
The only thing I noticed is that you can kind of kill it even if you hit it like that. And you're not necessarily having to land on top of it. So
maybe make the collider.
Well, it's not a collider problem. You have to actually detect that you're landing from up top.
Okay.
Not from the sides. So usually one easy way would be maybe checking that the character's speed, vertical speed, is actually going down.
Yeah.
Because it's very hard to hit it then not on top, because you have to be going down, not up. So if I'm starting my jump and I hit it, it would be going upwards.
Yeah.
So that's a simple way of doing it a bit better without having to do any kind of more complex collider checking.
Yeah, that's
Another way would be to just put the collider for the killing on top of the character.
Yeah.
Or not the collider, but the check for if you...
Did that flag change color?
Yeah, it's a checkpoint.
So yeah, it's a checkpoint. Well, this is a really good thing because he's used the he's used the flag as a checkpoint, which is like, it's almost universal now. It's been around so long. So going back to Calm's game, if you want to make a checkpoint, make it into a flag. But make it into that world, a metallic flag, some type of indicator to know that that is a checkpoint and that you have triggered it.
And by the way, like right now I think I can't complete the level, especially because I don't have the power-up, and that's okay in later levels also.
As long as there's a way you can go back. Like
you need to be able to reset the level.
Yeah.
Now where I said I go back to the beginning, not the checkpoint.
Yeah.
So that would be maybe a way of killing yourself. But yeah, is there anything else? Good job, dude.
Yeah,
I really like how it keeps running. It's kind of like...
Yeah, it's like I almost want to see little smoke there. Like I got to get through this super fast.
Yeah, this was the one that you can't without the power-up. I can try to complete it without it. I thought I did before. Maybe I had the power-up. Because you can jump here, but maybe
can you fall off? Maybe you can make it if you're really...
Maybe it's like 1 pixel timing thing. Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright.
But it's okay at the end levels. You could have something where you have to get the points correctly to complete the level.
What's up, Mr. Cryptic?
What's up, Cryptic?
Welcome back. Welcome to the stream. Mr. Cryptic joined the community.
I talked to him yesterday on Discord. So.
Great.
Nice to now officially have met you face to face. Almost.
This is what he looks
You're a
like.
bit skinnier than I thought.
Oh, yes.
So yeah, is there anything else, or should we move to the next?
Yeah, let's move to the next one.
Good, Lawrence?
Good job, Lawrence. Hopefully these give you something to work with, and we look forward to seeing the changes and new things.
I actually like these kind of blocks.
I like the color of the blocks, actually.
Color? Oh!
You know what the... Might want to check your collision.
Yeah, it was because I think I hit the... It might be placing me here. But yeah, it's a good note to end on. Me stuck with my
yes! Use your head, Habibi. Use your head. Yeah. That's awesome, dude. That is so awesome.
Actually,
I want that to be part of the game. Like, if he had blocks that are sticky, that when you hit them, you get stuck in them for a while.
Yeah, I would say, by the way, one thing I would like maybe people who are more experienced notice me checking is that good job, Lawrence, on the collision system. It feels really solid, like no bugging out or anything. So good job on that.
Yeah.
And I think the floaty jump is probably on purpose because I guess this is a bit space themed because of the portals.
Maybe.
But if it's not, then fix the floatiness.
Yeah.
If you didn't want that because it becomes a bit floaty. But if that's what you wanted, then it's awesome, dude.
Yeah. I would change the color to a little bit darker blue, make it feel like space.
It actually changes throughout the levels. Look.
Yeah, it does.
So that was not space. Oh, crap, I died.
That was not space?
Nazi space. I think at some level I saw dark blue.
But, yeah, he just needs to...
Yeah, keep on
Continue.
going, dude.
Yeah.
Alright. I'm
Let's
stuck
move
playing
on
the
to
game.
the next one.
Next one is the mobile game by, let's see here, Vinod. Vinod? Folder is empty. Oh, exactly, it is empty. Holy! Okay, now I need to zoom out. So, display settings, second screen. There we go. So, cat and mouse. And he put in a message that he would specifically want feedback on, see that people can see so we're not sitting here laughing by ourselves.
Maybe you need to make us smaller.
Yeah. So he specifically wanted feedback on the graphics. He said. So this is a mobile game, so this is not, we're not playing it as it should be. And it has music.
Help the mouse to take the cheese. The mouse will move to the place you touch. Guide the mouse with your finger. Run, run. Speed of the cat and the mouse increases as you collect cheese. A black cheese randomly appears when score is more than 150. Portals to assist escape start arriving after 300. Maybe turn off the music.
Yeah, otherwise, I don't know if Vinod is in the chat, but otherwise he won't see the challenges.
Oh, these are like stuff to do.
Like achievements.
Practice.
Run,
Run, run.
run.
Hey. Delicious.
A trail component.
Oh, I see what he did. I like that mechanic. That might have been bad cheese.
I don't know. The cat ate it.
Oh, he did?
I don't know. Holy crap! Is this the first level?
Well, you're getting high off the cheese, dude. What do you expect? Aye.
Oh.
Whoa, what was that one?
It was the portal. It comes at 300 or something.
Okay.
It's
Oh, okay, so we're like in a new level now. Oh, wow.
This is like Snake or something. I have 4 lives still though.
It feels like Tron.
Tron
you know,
with the
bikes.
old Nokia Snake game.
Yeah. Did you
I
play?
ate black cheese now.
Does that? Oh, that stops him maybe.
Oh, he has like an AI there. Oh, the cat had a spasm.
Oh.
I don't know if I'm doing good or bad. Oh,
Well, you have a high.
actually, when I ate the cheese, he stopped running, and I ate the black cheese.
It seems like it slows the cat down.
Oh crap! Oh, I died like 6 times now in a row. It would be nice to have that if you die, it would blink, or like, you would have a light time of 700. High score 0 levels. Oh, this feels really slow now.
Yes.
Much. But yeah, slight invulnerability when you die. It's a common, because otherwise you can die like 6 times, in a row.
Yeah.
So it kind of gives me time to get away from the cat. Maybe also, or stop the cat from moving, and give me invulnerability.
Yeah.
For like 2 seconds, that's enough. Oh crap!
I would say that it's important to know when you get hit. So when you get hit, for example, you could have the screen flash for momentarily, like a red, like psh, very subtle, not chaotic, just so you know that you've taken a hit. There's the interesting thing is you have lives and you have the mouse. And when I think of cats, I think cats have 9 lives, or even though there is
Super
a
Mouse here.
But
He
this
has
mouse
6
has lives.
7 lives.
And when you get hit, you're losing a life. You might want to.
Holy crap!
You might want to think about the.
I kicked him into the wall.
You might want to think about the actual.
I died again.
It not being life, but called something else. So then it doesn't feel so much like, okay, because when I think of life, I think something would act differently. So maybe call it health or something. But you can try.
It's a spooky guy.
That's the cat hiding somewhere.
Raid. Oh, no, not raid.
You ruined it, Habibi.
Oh, there's the back one. Oh. Damn it. How do I find it?
There's cat and mouse. Yeah.
I imagine Björn being the one. Yeah, exactly. It looks very addicting. Yeah, it's quite good. I think the addiction is definitely there.
Yeah.
You don't have the mechanic of the game. Good job.
So,
From Fabi?
all right. Should we,
You start
we did
an
an evaluation of the
so
the mechanic.
More, but
Let's talk just the mechanic. So the mechanic is basically moving a mouse around with your finger, and as he eats cheese, he gets faster. And so does the cat. And at the end, it's very super fast, and you're just trying to be careful to dodge, eat the cheese without getting hit. That's basically the premise. And then there's the teleports that open up after a certain time period.
I don't understand. There's sometimes two, or quite often two teleports. One of it works and the other one doesn't.
Maybe it's like a fake teleport, you mean?
He's guarding the cheese now. Yummy.
Yeah. What else? But that's basically it. And then you go through a teleport and go to the next level. That's the basic premise. And yeah, there's a little power-up thing that slows the dark cheese, which slows down the...
The mouse is behind that blue thing. It actually has a tail and behind the body. You can't just see it because the trail starts so at its head.
Yeah. Let's well, we can talk about the visuals here. I think the strongest visual and the thing that I like the most here is the trails. They look really good, and I do like that the mouse is like the cat's one color, the mouse is another color, and that's they're different sizes, so it looks really, really nice and really, really polished. As Björn said earlier, you can't see the tail of the mouse because the path is covering it up. That might be just a layering issue where you want to make sure that if it's possible within your software that you're drawing it's okay. You want to draw the mouse or cat on top of the thing, not below it. But I would go even a little further to say that
there's levels too.
It's interesting. The cats don't have trails there. Do they have trails?
No, they're not even moving.
Okay.
Anyway, yeah, you go ahead.
So I would recommend that the one thing that's a little interesting though is that the way you've drawn the mouse and the cat is different graphically from the way that you've drawn the way the trails are created. I think the trails are probably created with code.
It's a Unity. Most probably this is the Unity. There's a trail component.
Okay.
But that's just a guess. If it's not, it's also...
Yeah. And then the cheese is drawn in kind of maybe a similar style. I see more the edges, so it feels a little pixel style when I see it. So what you want to do is pick one style and try to stick with that to try to be have a little bit more consistency. The other thing you can do is, like I said, the thing that seems really awesome is how the trail is drawn. Think about if you drew your characters in that same style as what your trail is, it might actually look really cool. because nothing. You can set the scene with your beginning graphic with the mouse and the cat, but your mouse could just be a simple little blue triangle, and the cat could be a really big rectangle or some other shape, and still we would know that those are those animals. And I feel like if you go kind of and pick one of those styles you're trying to do and go in that direction, it'll feel a lot more polished. Always remember that your intro screen might draw characters in a certain way, and then your in-game characters might look different, and that's okay, because that intro screen is trying to put the story and the visuals, if this was really happening in your mind, and then the gameplay is kind of like, okay, this is what it looks like in the game, but in my mind, I'm replacing the simple shapes with the more complex ones. A great example is if you look at Towerfall. The screens, the character select screen of all the characters are high res, and they're drawn in this kind of cartoony fashion, almost like an anime, but not really, but in cartoony fashion. But then the characters are very small, and they're these little pixel characters. But you can definitely tell based off the colors and the kind of little articles of clothing or what makes them unique, you can see the association. And I feel like that's what you can do here as well, is that try to go push it in that direction. And then also look at your menus when you're playing.
Someone was saying that also be careful of using copyrighted art, full screen mouse image. Then the main menu. This might be copyrighted.
All the images. Any image you have in your game, if it's copyrighted, don't use it. Instead, this goes back to what what I was mentioning earlier. If you do this geometric color style, there's nothing for you to say that the blue is the cat. The red is the cat. The red triangle is the cat, and it's bigger, and the small blue triangle is the mouse. And already the people have that image in their mind. So if you you can draw that on the first screen, but if you don't want to, try to keep the geometric styles very consistent. Same with these portals. Draw the portals in that style of this geometric kind of vector looking style. And same with your score and lives and the pause. Like, make your menus also fit that. Right now I see several different art styles, and I think that they could all be unified in a very, very easy way, and it will make your game feel extremely polished. So that's completely up to you what you want to do with this. But I would try to make geometric patterns representing the cat and the mouse. And even if you don't have these these pictures to represent what's a cat and a mouse, it doesn't matter. If you write, you have a picture of a cat, you have red with cat written under it, blue with mouse written under it, already I know. But it doesn't even matter, because even if you don't say that, when I play your game, I'll immediately know that, oh, I'm the blue thing and the red thing is bad. I like the color choice too. Of the red being the dangerous thing, because usually red is associated with a dangerous in Western cultures, not in all cultures. So this might not work in China. You'll go after the gold, but you might go after the red as well. So same thing with your teleport. Try to make it a geometric, kind of the same style as these streaks.
Which one is the entrance versus the exit?
Unless it's supposed to be a trick, or it's splitting you into two different levels.
It's not.
So
it's just
okay.
Teleport. It's a weapon you can use against the cat.
Yeah.
One thing I also notice is that, as you see, the cat it's pixel perfect hunting me all the time. Like, if I turn really fast, it turns really. You see it here really well. Once I take the first cheese, here it starts following me 1-to-1. So there's no delay between this. This is something you could play with, that you add a bit of lag, that it doesn't face me perfectly all the time. So if I have to do a sharp turn, it can't follow as fast. And that would be something you could adjust the difficulty also with. So not only the speed, but also how fast the cat can turn. Because right now he can turn on the spot like that, which makes it a bit harder. And if you want more things that makes it easy, it could be a thing you could do.
I recommend looking at games like Geometry Wars. Look at the art style of Geometry Wars. Maybe you could put that on the screen. I don't know, but that's something that I would look at and try to push your art style in that direction, because I really think you have an interesting mechanic here. It looks fun. It looks addictive to play, but I feel like you have several different art styles, and it's might be getting lost. You know, the quality of your game mechanic might be lost in the many different art styles. And what happens is when you mix and match many different art styles, or styles in general, your game will come across amateurish versus excuse me, versus maybe we can even, are we allowed to load videos to show? But maybe it'll give you an idea here. So this is a good idea. Of course you can't see it here because it's not animated, but there's a little ship here. Yeah? Yes. There's a little ship here and it's shooting bullets. Can we do a video? Is that okay? Are we allowed to if we don't have the music? Not part 3. Part 3 is 2. Yeah. Even part... This is the original, but that's cool too.
Sup, Fail Poet?
What's up, dude?
How's it going?
So the video quality is really poor, but it'll give you an idea. Look at the ship. It's simple geometric shapes, but you know your ship. You know that it has a trail. You know that the enemies are, who the enemies are. When they get destroyed, there's little effects. They're really awesome. I love this game so much. It's really awesome. Oh, crap, this is a crappy video, dude. Do we have any other... Can you find another video? This is like the worst video ever made of Geometry Wars 2 or something.
Handsome people.
Oh, yes. Commercials. We are not supporting commercial ads.
No, we won't show his commercials either. Rage quit.
What? Dude.
Sorry, there's no...
Anyway, if you can you search for
idea.
but you get the idea.
You can look it up then.
Yeah, look up Geometry Wars. You'll see what I'm trying to describe, and they'll have HD screenshots, of course. But I feel like that's the direction you need to take your game, and I promise you that it will really bump up the overall kind of polish that your game needs. So you can still call your game Cat and Mouse, no problem. But just by calling it Cat and Mouse, you don't even have to say cat or mouse. The people will figure out what's the cat and what's the mouse.
You are the cat and you're eating mice.
And use all of your, make your score, your lives, these follow that. If we can go back to the beginning real quick, I want to just show another thing. If you go to instructions, the font you're using here is really hard to read. So you might want to try to keep things a little more simple. If you change to that cat and mouse geometric spacey thing, try to pick a font that's easy on people's eyes so they can read it. This is these letters are so jammed together that they're kind of clumped together. It's very difficult to read. So that's something you should keep in your mind. I do like that you've bolded, like you have a red and you have a white and a red and a white. You might stay with the cat mouse theme, like the top is red, the words are, blue or something like this. That's all up to you. White is very safe. But if you can just click back so we go to the main. Yeah. So here, imagine that instead of having just many different art styles and many different pictures of cat and mice, imagine you just have your red large triangle chasing your red small triangle around. And then it says cat and mouse there very simply. And the settings, these are all kind of the same font. It will look very good. Also, pay attention to how your
Ragate is saying that using also a slight gray as the background instead of black would make it also easier to read.
Yeah. Also, pay attention to your your capitals. Like you have lots of capital stuff, then you have lowercase, and try to have some type of consistency. I know that it separates them. I see that start and quit are maybe grouped together, but it's an interesting. Well, it doesn't feel like it's grouped but not grouped, if you know what I mean. So. And I can see what you did there by when it's accomplished, it's a different color. So take a look at your fonts again.
Be careful about this image if it's not yours.
Yeah, but in my opinion, I don't
like this font though.
That's okay.
It kind of has this.
It has a classic
that feeling that you try to go with this image, like this kind of old school classic fairy tale feeling.
Yeah, but if you go with that, I don't think the Geometry Wars thing isn't going to work. So that's my personal opinion. You are completely outside of completely. The only thing you really have to do is don't use copyrighted images. That's extremely important. But just from a professional point of view, if you want it to feel more polished, try to have a consistent art style. Whatever art style you pick is fine. Just because I recommended one doesn't mean that's the one you should do. But I feel like when I look at the art in your game, the thing that really stands out and is really cool is that trail. So I would try to push as much as I could in that direction. But that's all I have to say.
On the phone? I'm trying to think this on the phone, not you. I mean him.
Okay.
I'm wondering how easy it is to click these. This looks very small area. That if I click settings, how easily will I click instructions?
Exactly.
Like this is easy to click on the mouse. This is good size.
Yeah.
But yeah, it should never be like you click and mistake the wrong thing.
Right there. Let's go there. This. Try to have consistency again in your art style. Go to the other screen with the cheese where it said it has the. Yeah, don't do anything here. Now, again, when you're looking at the cheese, these could be placeholder graphics, by the way, guys. So I'm not trying to say that this is the final thing. You might have just been having them in place and you're going to adjust these. But that's something you want to keep consistent because the scaling, you've taken a image where the resolution isn't that high and you've scaled it and it becomes this kind of pixelated
like
artifacted.
Lawrence had like two different scales. That's all why it's so important to make sure you're using the right scale. You'll otherwise make it blurry and not look professional.
Yeah, but that's the feedback for now. Please.
If you're not in the chat, which I don't know if you are, you can see this on the WOD, and I can also send you the link with the time straight with the email to you.
Yeah,
you can watch it later.
It'll eventually be on YouTube as well. But these are our recommendations. Take what you will. If you make updates, we're more than willing to look at this again and give you more feedback if you're making these changes. If you don't make any changes, well, then we can't give you any feedback. So, and adding new things to the game we have to just give you feedback on those new things. If you don't change the recommendations that we give you, we won't be giving you recommendations on those things because we feel like you want to keep them.
Exactly.
So. But that's it. I like the mechanic. There's something there. Keep going with it. I just think the visuals need to be polished and be consistent. That's it. And like I said, you might want to rename the what lives and give the invincibility when you get hit for temporarily, and maybe flash the screen subtly with red so you know you've gotten hit.
Yeah, if you don't want it on YouTube, Lawrence, then you can just send me a message and I won't put it. That's okay.
Yeah.
Yes, we usually post everything on YouTube too. So
We
now,
actually stream to YouTube live right now. So as we're streaming right now on Twitch, our YouTube followers
it's already on YouTube.
are also seeing the live stream. So you're famous on the internet, the interwebs. Cryptic, you remember the keyword that you said is that I want you to be careful is nice playable state. Really remove the nice from your sentence and I think it'll be okay. It just needs to be playable. Nice playable. Bjorn and I can see past that. Oh, the jump needs to be tweaked. It needs to be polished more. This needs to be adjusted. Don't don't get caught up on sitting there trying to polish a thing before you've gotten the feedback. That's a huge mistake that happens. I've even done that. Is I'll sit there and play with something and I haven't gotten the feedback, and then when I give it out for feedback, the feedback I get completely cancels out all of the work that I've done. So try to keep it extremely streamlined and simple, and and just get it to us as fast as possible so we can play it and give you feedback. Don't spend forever trying to polish it. I wonder if you exported it.
Don't worry.
Okay.
You concentrate on top.
But that's my that's my feedback for your statement. So I don't know if I can check here too.
There you go.
What's up, Adravi02? Welcome
Adir.
back. Yeah, it is Adrir, but I'm calling him that because that's what his name is here. I don't
Adir.
call
Adir.
I don't call
Is Adir-
Wiggle sheep, do I?
Adir? He's Adir?
That might be his secret spy name that he has.
Adir? Is this Adir? Adir?
Oh, and thank you, Rash. You did not shave your beard. Ah, yes. I was just being lazy. I probably have to shave it
He's
soon.
gonna shave all kinds of stuff at the end
Yeah.
of this stream.
I know. I was just waiting
So,
for the stream mode to be over.
No, it's not for...
No, I didn't forget your name, dude. I just know that that's not what your name is on the Discord, right? I know it's not the same. I know where you're from. We talked about it. You're from... Am I allowed? Yeah, you're from Israel. We talked about this, right? Am I wrong? Tell me I'm wrong.
Did you call me Wiggles? I like that better. Yeah, Wiggles. You don't even know our top #1 follower's name. You don't know. He's confused. He doesn't even know he's on a
Who
stream,
are
right?
you? Ooh.
He doesn't know he's on a stream. He doesn't know anything what's going on. He just sees things and starts talking.
Ah, yeah. So this was...
Credits. Let's not look at that. So this is...
No,
Fabi's
I want to
name?
see credits again.
No.
All right, go ahead.
Hey, first off, good job. You fixed the credits here. I was able to go back. You're listening. So, should I start playing?
Yeah.
Oh. So I hope this is the newest version. Oh, very nice. Egg mana. Oh crap! I lost my egg mana. Oh, I'm earning coins. Do I get coins around anything?
I'm not talking, Habibi. You must play the game.
You're not talking ever again. Oh, there's green ones. Very good. Maybe I poop in the green ones too.
Delicious.
Actually, that's not an egg. It is him pooping, because that's what birds do. When they get annoyed, they poop on things, especially my car. So it's like full of bird poop. Oh, pink! I'm a pink level player. Oh, I like the sounds. I wonder who made them. Just kidding. Cool. I can see. Actually, I think it's a bit easier now than it was last time. Like the pipes are a bit further up between.
Mm-hmm. You'll mess up because you're not dropping the eggs. When you drop the eggs and jump, it makes it more
I'm
difficult.
dropping the eggs.
Yeah, keep going.
Let's see what the high score. What was last time? 200, 164, something like that?
Yeah, but the game changed.
I heard rumors of a store. 50 coins. I should have 73. I'm missing out. What is it going on in the chat? I cannot watch. You are the moderator now, Habibi. Oh, it's randomizing it. It's getting more random. Yeah. Oh, yes.
They're saying that I don't like Björn here. Arash is more handsome.
And hairy.
And
Everybody loves Arash.
yeah.
The TV show.
Our picture actually, we should move our picture because what happens is
I can't do it.
not my problem.
I cannot do it. Oh, it went.
People aren't seeing the
Purple.
pooping drop.
Well, I can. Oh, now I went up.
Yeah. So we should move our picture to the bottom right. Yeah, I think that's fine.
Ah! I have 109 coins. I can only afford that one. Sold! He's been sold. Oh no. Use it. Oh yes. He's twice the speed. Oh. Okay. Oh yes. Oh yeah, I was supposed to poop. Poop, mana, poop. Poop, 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 poop. Poop, poop. Oh! Did I hit anything?
I think you did.
It looked weird. I wonder how big the collider is. Let me see. Okay, that was a clear hit. Let me see you in front. That was maybe a bit, like maybe make the collider a bit tighter. Probably.
Yeah, from the sides.
Yeah. Let's see back. It's a bit hard. Yeah, from the sides and below. Make it maybe the size of.
If you'll want to make your collider a little bit smaller.
I think you're using a square collider right now, and that's what threw me off because in square collider, this like if it's square from here, it'll hit even in this place and this place, even if nothing is here.
Try a circle.
So there is a precise collider you can even use. Then it'll be like if this pixel here hits, and there shouldn't be any performance issues as there is this. So maybe look into that, Fabi, also, if you're working on it still.
Can you
Can you see what they're saying?
I can't read part of.
Okay, I will work on the collider again. Yeah, it should just be an option, Fabi, that you turn on.
Can you? I'm working. Well, okay. I'm working on.
Yeah, this looks really good, dude.
I think it should. I'm working on new, better movement, and it will do it more difficult. I think it should be shorter. Reusing the same mechanic for a long time can get boring. Yeah, but I mean, look at Flappy Bird.
Yeah, it's just a challenge rating. Maybe should it can start like this, but should maybe go up a bit faster.
Yeah,
Because
slowly over time.
Like it's a bit. I don't want to say it's easy, but it's like the challenge rating is a bit low. Like, one of the things that Flappy Bird was famous for was being hard. Like people was like you can't get past the 10th pipe. Like there was a lot of people, but then there was people who practiced and they got to 100, 200, and 300 pipes.
Yeah.
But it took a lot of time and takes a lot of time to learn. It's a skill-based game. Skill-based game, you have to have a learning curve, and the difficulty needs to be adjusted really well.
Yeah. Should I?
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
So the art style is really good. I think it's a lot more unified than what it was a long time ago. This has come really far, so you should be, and just the way everything syncs together is very nice. So it feels very, very, very polished. So this feels like a professional game.
Yeah, this definitely feels like a professional game. Maybe the font resolution you could push up a bit. You can adjust that also in Game Maker, that it would be less pixelated.
Yeah.
But then again, it won't show on a mobile. So I don't know if that's a problem, actually.
I don't know.
Anyway, you were saying?
That was a recommendation I gave, that your fonts could be a little sharper because all the graphics feel sharp. They look very aliased. So, and I don't think it's difficult to do that. It's literally like...
I can show it to him if he wants to. In Discord, Fabi, if you're in there tomorrow or even today after the stream, if there's time.
Yeah, because I feel like the most like the thing that stands out to me is the score. If you see what I mean, like the score and the font. If that was that, I would be like, oh, this is a professional game made by some studio. They know what they're doing. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I feel like the weakest link, I would say, at the moment visually is just those texts.
A small, and again, these are, because you're so polished game, it becomes a detail.
Yeah, that's why we have to tell you about details.
Yeah. So the one thing I would do is the egg dropping. It would be awesome if first off something would happen if it goes into the pipe, like it would explode, or I don't know, at least, or pop or something, or I don't know, and then have a sound when it hits. Yeah, that would go like, oh, well, you had the boop. This is also, it's kind of very, very, I would put this here, move these down a bit, because right now it's like the most important thing is your what was your score, and now it feels very, very unimportant. It's like
he's making the store the priority.
Yeah, and I would move, like I wouldn't make this bigger or anything, same font to sharpen it, and I would make it here, move it just slightly, because people will notice these birds. But they won't notice these, I think.
Just to give you another heads up, from a standard point of view.
Oh, very good.
Usually
good, yep.
Usually your coins are in the upper, on the top of the screen, not at the bottom.
Yeah, top right, I guess.
Yeah.
Depending on.
But these are super fine. Like, again, this is really, really good. We're nitpicking very small details. We just see it so polished that now you can push it even more. If you want. If you just go and publish this, however, cool. We're already super proud of you. I mean, guys, this is the first game he's done. It's awesome. First game blows everybody out of the water. If you, excuse me, if you want to make it, awesome +1, these are the feedback. I gave a list of, different things that Fabi could do. We are mentioning them already. Bjorn has mentioned very similar things. So it's up to you from there.
I love the stylistic because now kind of the background is tied to the pipes. It's kind of like the pipes of the city. Mm. I really like that. The birds, different birds, is awesome. It makes kind of more replayability. Like if I don't get the last bird now, I actually would come back to the game to try to unlock it. Definitely. Mm-hmm. I see that would be that's a very strong thing. And I like how the story is at the end of the games. It forces you to play. Like you can't get into the menu. Mm. The only thing is, of course, if you've already played and you want to switch the character before. But I don't know if there's a need for that. That would be very, very...
The problem here is that, which I had the problem was when you click restart, you never go. It was part of the feedback that I had given Fabi, is that you'll never go back to the main menu ever again unless you restart the whole program. And can you restart the program? You have to force shut it down. So you can't get back to the credit screen. You can't get back to the options. You can't get back.
Yeah,
so
options would be good to get back to. So like have a where you can pause the game and you can get back to the main menu.
So definitely, I gave him this feedback. I think he knows about these. If you can restart it, because there is I want to check out.
Also, it took me a while to find out how to restart the game. That was like after the score screen, the restart button was very hidden.
You want to actually put it in the very center of your screen, actually.
Yeah, I would put in the center here.
And make it bigger.
The score. Then under that, I would make the restart button, and underneath that, I would put the store. Mm-hmm. That's what I would do personally.
Yeah.
And then put these up on top, the coins and stuff.
Yep.
But these are very small things. But because standard, you have to explain that. So basically this I would put here, like maybe slightly down. This I would put centered here, so not like a line on the left side here, like it would have your best score.
And the coins would be in the upper right.
These would be upper right,
And
also in the level.
And I would also put the symbol of this coin next to the coins,
Yeah.
so you know. You don't have to put your coins. You could just put the gold coins next to it. We know it's your because you're the one that's playing.
Yeah, exactly.
So
and then the store you could just take it and slide it down to here on top of this fence, basically.
By the way, just remove your in all three of those places.
But yeah, those are the small things. This is really awesome, dude.
Can you go back to the very beginning, please?
Yes.
If it's possible to run again.
It is possible.
Or do you?
Yep. But yeah, really good, dude. I'm blown away. It's really, really good. I mean, I know Sheep or Wicked helped you, but I still think it's amazing. And
yeah, great work.
Really good at picking the color, picking the theme, picking the style. Even if we did say like do some change in the menu, it was really good. So I think you should be proud and you should put this up somewhere. Again, like put it on a website, put it somewhere.
So one other thing. So here's the beginning. Don't just that we're here. I would recommend making these buttons a little bit bigger. If that's my personal. These are nitpicking.
This could be like this big.
Yeah, you can make them
so 3 to 4 times bigger.
Yeah. Can you click on about? I just want to see.
Here again, but it's a general. Once you fix it once, you'll get it all sharp.
So under the credits, I know you have this long thing. You want to talk about these things. That's definitely fine. Normally, people don't write this much in their credits this way. They would say thanks to so and so for art, so and so for advice, so and so, boom, and that's it. Because when people go here, they're not going to see it. The other problem that I was mentioning to you earlier was you're teaching people how to play your game in the credit screen. They won't know to go to look there. And once they've started your game, they still don't know what the game was, how to play it. So I would recommend that it's... I've already given him feedback already that say like where he can put that. For example, even on the first screen, it could say it. Even here, if you have boom, 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 and it's like left click or whatever.
Left click, jump, and then
right click, egg, and that's it. But other than that, and again, like I mentioned earlier, if you notice, Bjorn now he'll never be able to go back to that menu, and he won't be able to quit out the game. He has to literally shut down the entire application.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, great work, dude. And I would say one other thing, Fabi. This is the tendency for a lot of designers, new ones, when they get started, or game developers, is that you'll get feedback, you'll get excited, and what happens is you'll start working on things that will bother you but haven't bothered us. For example, you're talking about working on the movement. That might be very important to you, but that didn't give me any problems. Do you see what I mean? So don't get caught up on changing many things or adding new features or getting other stuff to work. Try to fix the actual things that we recommended for you. So if I say, make a way for me to get back to the main menu, that should be a priority over coming up with a new feature that you could add to the game or refixing something. That's just my, maybe Björn has a different view on it, but that's most important, because if you give this game back to us and you want feedback again, and then we see all of the same things, and you just say, well, the movement's different. Say, okay, that's cool. Yeah, I noticed the movement's different. And then we can't give you any more feedback other than your movement is different.
And you can, of course, fix these things in your own way, not how we said it.
Yeah. These are just to
be clear.
Yeah, exactly. You fix it the way you feel. We're just giving professional opinions. That's all.
heuristics.
Anyway, but good job.
Alright. Cool. Oh, grammar mistake. Yeah. We didn't read it that closely. Well,
Yeah. I think if you simplified the credits, it would be better. Just say say thanks to, like you can write your name, programming, sheep's, art, and then special thanks to Arash and Bjorn at Game Dev Company or something like this, and you're done. The special story you save for when you're super famous and being interviewed.
exactly.
I think Costa wants us to play his thing too.
Did he submit it to, or is it the same one as yesterday, dude? I'm currently trying to learn C++. Don't know where to start. The framework libraries are weird and don't work correctly. Then Regathian is answering Conf 430. That's just C++ being C++. Yeah.
It's the same game.
It has a. Oh, it's the same. Okay. So C++ has a big learning curve at the beginning.
That's why the plus is there.
But you can maybe ask. There was a library that what was he using? Wicked. You can maybe ask Wicked what libraries he's using to make his game. Let's see here if I can find it. I think I put it somewhere weird, like here or something. It's empty.
Do you remember the name of the executable?
I have so many versions of it already. Why doesn't it show the date? It's like album.
You can right click on it and then add a new column. Date created. So anyway, yeah. But I'm really happy and excited to see all of these cool projects you guys are working on, and I hope that the feedback we're giving to you helps you to to achieve what you actually want to achieve, whatever that is.
Let's see here. Is there anything else?
If you guys have any questions or want me to talk about anything while Bjorn is searching for Costa's game again.
Maybe it's this one? I have so many versions. This looks too old.
If it has the file name, can you search just...
Yeah, but like I said, I have like at least 10 different versions. So it's finding the right one. Let's try it. Maybe it's this one.
How would we know?
I know when I see the game. Yeah, this is the new one. Let's go back to... Here we go. Put us back in the corner. Oh, crap.
Yeah, you moved the backdrop.
Oh, of course. There we go. Text-based game, survival. Alright, so...
Can you click on the chat so I can see the chat too?
So Costas upgraded this game. I already played yesterday, so I can probably just show the new things. Mm-hmm. Well, the axe is new, and then he put a texture on the hands, as I noticed. And now you can build the tents, if I remember correctly. Oh, while that's despawning, I can run to the next tree. Oh. Bit jumpy.
Okay. I think this is still the same mechanic as we saw in the first build.
Yeah, there's no new mechanics. Yeah. He's put more trees in the levels now. There's like enough to try out everything. But so you can pick up these logs. lugs. Loggers. So you can't yet, even if in inventory you have different like food, water, fish, I don't think you can get them yet.
Mm.
Well, yeah, the jump is still very weird. Maybe it's a bit fast or high. So now you could before you could create this fire. Now you can create a tent. And I already mentioned that when you build something, so I have to first press B. I couldn't like left click or right click to do it. It doesn't build it here. It builds it actually behind me.
Okay.
And I can't move while this is open. But there is this issue with if I run and I open it, you keep moving.
Okay.
So I mentioned this already to him. But yeah, you can build a tent, but I don't know if you can do anything with it right now. And then you can create a campfire. I don't know if I have enough logs. I told him to put here at least something that tells you how much it costs in minerals.
Mm.
And of course add more minerals and recipes and stuff over time. Also noticed the bug yesterday. I left it running, and when you ran out, at least for me, I didn't die.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah. And I told him also that instead of using this green box, what he could do is, instead of using this, he could use the actual asset it already has, just make it with a shader transparent. And then you see it, and then just where it is, the green box, it would place it.
Except not behind you.
Or wherever. Now I'm gliding around. I don't know where it went. Oh, it went under the tent, and now the tent is up.
Yeah.
That maybe is also a bug. It's check they can't collide with anything.
But
But otherwise, there's nothing new. So I think, still like what Arash said last time, is like, what is the main reason someone would play this? Is it the biggest thing? Like, what is... Trying to find a mechanic that's different. Just building is not going to be different enough for people to play it. Holy shit, that's a metallic tent. Try to think about what is unique. What could you add to this that would really, really be a game changer for building survival games? And
Yeah.
it's not a small thing.
yeah,
But these kind of games are not small. So
you're taking on a huge project here. And trying to do that is very difficult. But I feel like
Yep. Say this. I'm reading.
what I was saying, my feedback is basically the exact same thing that it was when I saw many builds ago. Like, he's fixed little bugs, you know, and put some textures on. At the end of the game, at the end of the day, you should remember that a game is about gameplay. And I'll say the same thing I said back then. And what Björn just said, I'm just kind of echoing him again, is that why do I want to play your game? If I'm in an elevator with you and I have $1 million and I want to fund it on a game, and I give you 30 seconds to tell me why I want to play your game, what makes your game unique? And if you can convince me, I'll give you the $1 million and you can continue developing your game. But if you can't, then why should I invest in your game? Why shouldn't I go somewhere else? So again, this is what I had said. I don't even remember the last time I saw the game. But you can add as many textures as you like. You can make all the crafting system in the world. You can do all this stuff. You know, add day-night cycles. You know, add zombies. Do whatever you want. It's until there's something that makes it a little bit different. It's going to be really difficult. And the thing that gets me worried is if you compare this to the previous games that we looked at. The previous games were 2D. They were a little more kind of like, I don't want to say simplistic because that's not the right word, but they were more manageable and achievable by one person. But this is like a very big thing. The competition of what Costa's putting himself up against is enormous. Like, he's trying to make a open kind of 3D world survival game and then trying to find a unique mechanic that will convince people to play it. He might be able to find that mechanic, but this is a huge effort. I don't know what to say. It's basically me repeating what I repeated. Then
But,
I don't know what the feedback to give.
The other games. I mean, it depends again. This is why we're so much more insistent on this being unique and having something, because this is such a big project that just making a copy of another game probably is not a good idea.
No.
Because you're gonna waste five years of your life 24/7 building this alone, even longer. So this is like a final game you would make.
Yeah.
If you're just making something like a prototype or a easy 2D platform, it's not as important that it's super unique. Even if all the games we seen today have been unique. Like Fabi had his egg.
The one had the art style was unique.
Yeah, the art style, like
everything
much better
had
than
the
original
theme.
game.
Yeah.
Calm's game had
the theme was interesting. I would say
the theme was very interesting,
and the style was interesting too.
Yeah.
And Fabi's what was interesting was that it was Angry Birds, not Angry Birds, sorry. It was Flappy Bird with the egg laying mechanic and to get other birds. That's unique. And then...
and they're very small things. Like, not necessarily that's something that makes someone buy a game, but it's still something that differentiates. And that's something you should think about.
Yeah.
But yeah, and Lawrence also in
and
this
Lawrence
game,
is, I would say...
I really like the running character all the time.
Yeah, I would say once the resolution things are unified, I think the style was very nice and there could be some humor to it.
Yeah.
So there is something there.
And you can play around with level design in that too, to make interesting, challenging levels.
Yeah.
Where you have to pick the coins to get extra jumps, height jumps, and then you can make some traps or whatever. I don't know what direction you want to go, but you can add some small stuff in there and already you have a lot to work with. But yeah. But awesome job of all of you. I mean, in the end, anything you do,
it's learning.
It's learning and getting you forward. So just keep on doing that, and we try to support you and give you the advice that we can.
And then it's up to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all up to you. And but we're always on Discord, so join us on Discord if you want. If there's some new people here,
make us big again.
Make us big, huge. So if you are working on a game and you haven't joined our Discord, you can join Discord. We give it advice there. So you can talk one-on-one with us even, or with the whole community in chat sometimes. Yesterday was like crazy many people in the voice. And I even help you understand code if you need to. Like Fabi, we went through some code yesterday. We went like line for line explaining it. But do come there with a willingness to learn, and I think that's the key. That Arash and I have been learning. Like last week, I think I've now made 16 different pixel characters over the past week.
Yeah.
So that's average 2 to 3 characters per day. Just trying to learn how to do pixel art animation and stuff with Pixel Edit, so I can help Arash, so he won't be like overwhelmed with the work. Once I say like I want 600 characters all animated and different classes and RPG. No, I was kidding. We're not making an RPG.
We're making a 2D Crisis 3.
A 2D Crisis, but with more characters and animation.
Yeah. I don't know what else to say.
Calm. You can actually go and once it's gonna be instantly in the VOD in Twitch, so you can go there and just jump forward an hour or so, and you'll see it. Calm.
Yeah, you don't have to wait for YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube it'll be a bit longer before it's up.
It'll just say right under the videos.
Yeah, you go to twitch.tv/gamedevcompany/profile. I don't know how to do it through the menus. So go there and you can see there the underneath it instantly should have like this video once we end stream, and then you can just jump maybe an hour and a half I think yours was the first guess. It should be an hour. But yeah, we noticed some bugs, but you probably are aware of them. But there was some other small details, Com, you could look at. But a good job, Com, overall, I think.
Yeah,
You
it
have
was
something-
very polished
Yeah.
from what I've seen. Like, I would say, like, well, of course, I would say,
I like the robot trash can guy.
yeah, I can definitely see, like, you took into account the size of different things in relation to each other. So things didn't seem too big or too small. They all seemed the proper size, which is very important. They feel like they all belong together in one game.
Why not combine all the viewers to create an RPG? Could be cool.
Actually, we're doing that.
Yeah,
Maybe one day. Björn is working on that.
I am.
Yeah.
Oh, that thing. But I think he means like that they all would be coding on the thing.
Oh my God.
That would be a
Yeah.
project management
Nightmare.
nightmare. I was gonna say hell, but nightmare is a better word.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be very hard to.
We love you guys, but we don't want you to hate us. And that's what.
Because when you go, that's why we work well together. Even if you have our differences, like I hate art and he loves programming. That's our differences. You see, he already disagrees. with my-
Arrays. Pointers.
Exactly, he loves programming. He just shouts out programming terminology all the
Yeah.
time. Even if you have our differences, we are able to be, I don't want to say harsh, but we can be real with each other in a way that we can say, Raj, we're wasting our time, this is shit, kill it. Or, we learned everything we could, kill it. Or just kill it, no, just kidding. Or, we should really continue doing this, I think we shouldn't give up. And stuff like that. And that's, or we shouldn't do this. Or Raj can say that, let's not implement that feature. And I'll be like, okay, let's move it forward. So we listen to each other, and that in a bigger group is much harder because you're like, okay, we're doing these features, you have to do this. It becomes work, basically. This is end-ish of the stream. We can still hang on. We're early done, I guess.
Yeah, we can talk for a little while.
Is there anything top of your minds, guys? Anything you want to talk about? Except Crisis 3?
In 2D.
Crisis 3 in 2D. A 2D tech demo. That would be interesting. I haven't seen those since the 90s.
Those are a demo scene.
Yeah. Well, that's true. They make them kind of. But like as a game. Then again, I don't know what tech to push on 2D anymore. I think 2D.
Parallax scrolling.
I think the
Mode
biggest
7.
the biggest benefit of 2D right now is that you can really easily test new game mechanics and game ideas. So you can get them out. Like this falling game, you could make it in 3D. Like, you could even actually make it in VR, the game we're making on Thursdays, where you're jumping and falling, and you're seeing the parachute or whatever, and you're trying to grab it in the 3D virtual world, and then whoever gets it and deploys it wins. So. But this is a way to test if there's a good loop without having to do VR. So that would actually be interesting to do a VR version, but I don't think we're gonna do that. That would be though terrifying, falling towards Earth without any control almost.
Yeah.
Shock value.
I don't think I could play I don't think I could play
What is going on with Greenlight? I don't know, Costa. I mean, you have to pay the $100, and if you can't do that, then you can't do Greenlight.
Yeah. And then once you go to Greenlight, you're not greenlit. It's you have to submit a game, then you have to have a whole mess of people back your game, like what is it? Upvote your game.
Upvote, yeah.
And then once it gets upvoted, then it can get greenlit. Not easy. If we're talking about getting if you're trying to get a game greenlit, not easy.
Yeah.
This goes back to if we're talking specifically your game.
And you still have a chance, I think, to go and kickstart Migos, the Epic Tavern in Kickstarter. So go check it out, the ones who haven't. If you like it, kickstart it. If you don't, then it's
That's okay. Just going and watching their stream is supporting them, or telling your friends about it. That's also supporting.
So if anybody likes like a tavern simulator thing, where you manage your own tavern and you try to get adventurers to come, and then you use the adventurers to.
Maybe I can have some of the coffee.
Oh.
Maybe I won't because I have so much water.
Sup, Panda Gaming?
Hey,
we're
what's
chilling.
up, Panda Gaming?
We just finished testing people's games. We gave some reviews, and now we're just chilling out, having some coffee, talking to you guys. Welcome. How are you?
If Panda Gaming's new, basically what we do, and I'm sure we are making our current community's ears bleed, is that Björn and I are two game designers, and we basically are working on our own game, but also building a community at the same time where we help everybody play their games and give them feedback. Because the most important thing when you're working on a game is getting feedback. Yeah, we definitely test games. So if you have games, we're not doing reviews of games. We're not saying this is cool and this is. We're not doing that. We're doing that.
We only like Crysis 3. Is the running joke.
What we do is we really just give feedback.
So if your game is in kind of a prototype or first playable stage, that's okay. If it's further on, that's okay too. So we have experience, so we can give some.
Panda released his first game today. Congratulations! Oh. If you
want to share it with us,
we
still have some time. We can still play it today.
Yeah.
If you have a link where you can download it, is it mobile or is it desktop?
Yep.
Or a console? We can't do console right now, but maybe in the future we'll set something up.
Yeah, I have all the consoles.
We have to save all our nickels and dimes to be able to afford consoles. No, I mean...
No, we have consoles. They're just all over my place.
Maybe
we'll have console day at my place. What I was going to say was... Flint Steel is asking, how much money should I have saved up before I quit my job to do full-time game dev? You want me to...
maybe I could take this one, and you can then give your opinion.
Cut you off!
There is no real good answer to that. You should make... Well, your original question is how much money?
Whose hair is this?
It's my ball hair.
Why is this so long? You're cheating on me!
It's probably my girlfriend.
Sure it is. Sure.
Sure
you have another host!
Yeah, exactly.
He has longer hair. Oh, yeah. Rash is bald. I don't want a bald host. It blinds the viewers.
Actually, he's not only not bald, but he's also an amazing artist.
Oh my God. A long-haired artist. He's like, let me paint that for you. And then...
Exactly. But the answer to that, I'll try to keep it short, is that there's not it's very hard because you will never have enough money, like at least a year, maybe more. Look at how long your game is going to take to complete. And the thing is, instantly you go kind of full no support system from job, you will have, it's a big risk because you might not get that job back. So what we and Arash are doing is that we just develop it on our free time, and we try to build this a community, and through that, kind of while working, we really want to make the game strong. Not only from like gameplay, or the game, we're not working on the game yet, but like when we're working on game, make a community around it, get people who love that kind of game. Have that even before you quit your job, because if you have already thousands of people know about the existence of your game, it really matters when you release it. And the other thing is that get something that's really like, you're taking still big risks, so make sure that you have something special, because at the end of the day, it's really hard. Like if you look at the Steam sales curves, you can go to Steam Spy, I think it is. It'll tell you, and it's like first day you make a lot of money, and a lot of money is of course relative, but you'll make most of the money for that game. And then after that, it's like a staircase. Every time there's a sale, you'll make some money, and then after that, not. And all that money you earn from that game is gonna finance you for until you finish your next game. So you should learn at least from that game the amount of money to live, like however long it's gonna take you to finish your next game. So in that way, kind of delaying, making sure you have a community and you have something unique that really people get people excited. I would wait for that. You can even do a Kickstarter, get it to a kind of Kickstarter level.
If you put your game on Kickstarter and people kickstart it, then you have something.
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna put link.
But just my 2 cents is don't quit your day job. That's what I have to say.
Yeah, and I wouldn't put a value on that like Costa's saying, because you have to think your finances, like see how much are you spending per month, what do you need to invest.
What if your computer breaks down?
Yeah, have an emergency fund. Also save some money for actually marketing your game or building that community. It's so much easier to do it. It's a simple poker game. I went for the full-time game day after college. I'm 17 right now and I have one more year until college. Yeah, you could wait, but also it's nothing wrong working. Like, if anything, you could try to get into a gaming company as a developer or even as a QA, quality assurance person, where you play their games, because you learn so much. Even just testing their games, you start seeing what works and what doesn't. And a lot of the time, a game company might actually have a good game on their hands, but then it changes, it becomes bad, and they don't realize it. But actually QA might, because they play that game, you have to play it 8 hours a day. Only danger, of course, is if you also work in game industries, that you'll be so tired by the time you come home that
your creative juices are used up.
Exactly. But maybe in the QA you wouldn't. So you could try to get something closer to that. And that gives you inspiration and experience, so that when you do your game, because you know a lot of developers, they can give you good advice on what to do. Name your prize. Let's see here. itch.io, yeah. Oh, sorry.
I think you have to make it like...
Is there a way we can get it for free, or do we have to buy it? That's the question. Oh.
Yeah, there it was. You just had it open. It was just that screen.
Yeah. Of course, if it's really good, we don't mind buying games. Arash has his huge collection of
if you guys
600-700 games. So.
Look at that 3D Mega Man, dude. You might be interested.
I've seen that.
What is that?
It's a guy who made a thing that he took the real Mega Man, and he made an algorithm that made it 3D. So
that's awesome, dude. I gotta play that.
Yeah.
Just save it for me. But guys, if your game's awesome and I like it, I will buy your game. So
yeah, thanks. We got it, Panda. Sorry, we're a bit old. We're old people. We don't understand.
What's with all this?
What is this buttons here? Come on, it says starting, but it doesn't start downloading. Is there Itch.io has a surge of people downloading your game now, as you posted it. Yeah, it just says, oops. It just says starting. Come on.
Give it time.
Maybe I cancel. Come on. Download. But I
don't quit your day job.
It's excellent to actually develop while you're in school.
Take advantage of that time.
If you live at your parents' place, take advantage of every moment someone else is paying your bills. Take advantage of it. And I don't mean in a negative way. I mean, be developing games because once you have to pay bills, it's going to put even different kind of pressure on your game, which will make you take less risk, which will make your games more boring because you have to make money.
Yeah. Guys, why don't you post a Discord in there for Panda if he wants to join?
We have day jobs, yes. We work about 8 hours. I'm right now on vacation, actually. I might be doing some impromptu streaming. No promises. I'm trying to rest too. Do join us on Discord, Panda, if you want. We have like a small community of game developers, like people who are actually developing their games, and we're sharing knowledge. And like yesterday, I think, who was it? Cryptic was having some networking issues, and even if nobody had done networking for Unity specifically, we were able to help him out, so he figured it out. And thanks for the follow.
Whoever just followed us. Panda Gaming. Yeah, cool.
Let's see if we can get the download to work.
I think it downloaded now.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it is downloaded.
But
cool.
Yeah, I also have a job, guys, and just to tell you how packed...
Believe it or not, he has a job.
I know, some fool decided to hire me.
Exactly.
It's his brother, I tricked him. But,
My twin brother.
But,
Where did he go?
I work at the same company that actually Björn is almost, you could say he's my boss. Not really that way, but yeah. So we're working in the same company. It's his company that I work for. And
version of your PC, check the software publisher.
Maybe right click and try to run it in a different mode. And then also I teach game design to kids in an art academy, game design and art, to between 13 to like 19-year-olds. I've been doing that probably for 5 years. I've worked in the industry for about 5 years, the game industry for about 5 years as well. Also part-time, Björn and I are both working on the game dev company itself. We probably put in about 20 hours a week at least on what you guys see here. I mean, think if you just look how many hours we stream, or we're in Discord, or we're talking to people. I was even on vacation over the weekend, and I was networking with someone from a startup accelerator.
Yeah, actually, we might go to another city in Finland and meet some people. Maybe we can stream from there, do some stuff. We have to set up a mobile streaming studio of some kind.
Yeah.
We should test that someday, do just a mobile stream.
Yep. We Panda was asking, how do you join Discord? Can you send him the link?
So Discord, it's free to use. You don't have to even give up your email if you don't want to. You can just there's the link. You click that, and you. It's better if you register, because then you can return. If you don't, then you can just be there for tonight. Just click that, and you're in.
We're trying to get it to function right now. We're having some issues, Panda.
It's saying that it doesn't like my version of Windows.
Yeah, so let's see what we have here. Habibi eyes.
That didn't like it.
So you can't run it as a different mode?
It says, Panda, this app can't run on your PC. To find version for your PC, check with the software publisher, which is you.
What's this build for? Is it Windows 7?
Yeah, I never had this. What is this made in? I never had this kind of problem of something not running.
But if you do, have you tried right-clicking and?
Yeah, I did. It did. It gives the same. Of course, if I can. I don't think this is made for Windows 98 or 6P or anything.
But try if it lets you choose like Windows 7.
I already tried Windows 7.
Yeesh, XP maybe?
No. It does not like your game.
Panda, we can't get it running, but that's okay. Don't worry, we'll figure it out with you, and we can test your game for next time.
Yeah. Let's give it one more try. It's maybe made by Game Maker, maybe actually. Yeah, we've developed in Game Maker too, but I've never seen it do that. Is this the install file? You do need to do the, compile as something. What is it? You have the green play button. Next to it, there's a button. you should use that version, not the when you just press play, which it generates. So I can show maybe on stream even, like, I hope you created this, like, here. Here's a button that says create executable for target, and it should be Windows, and then just choose this NCSS installer, and then just press save, and it goes to there. We didn't play my game, but I don't think I did no changes yes in last time, so there's no point. But yeah.
You can make us big again, Habibi.
But I can show. I was just thinking of showing him them. Holy crap! I've installed a lot of games already.
Might want to start deleting, uninstalling.
Yeah, it's just in the download folders. It's easy, my friend. Okay, when you do it from here, it doesn't do all. Show in folder. Let's try to see if I drag it here. Okay, so I'll just show you the error I'm getting. Oh, you already saw it. So this is what it's saying. You might Google that and then you'll find what's the answer. But you should make it that executable thing I showed.
Yeah. But so.
Is there anything else we want to discuss? I don't know. We still maybe have some time. I don't know when you want to leave, but we're.
I don't know if is there any other questions, guys, or things you want us to talk about? We can talk about.
Do follow us on Twitter too. We're very active on Twitter. We try to actually share good articles on Twitter. So if you follow us on Twitter, the things we post is that we read every day, all the news, and we select the stuff that's good, and we share all the good articles on Gamma Sutra and stuff like that, which we feel are worth sharing. So we do that, and then of course we post about what's happening in the community and us, the streams and stuff like that. We don't really do anything else there. So if you're interested in that kind of messaging, please follow us on Twitter, and you'll be updated and see lots of interesting articles. Arash is really good at finding them, and
I have
reads them
15 of them lined up at work. I just didn't have any time to read them.
Yeah,
I was
he sits in
running
the train,
around the whole day,
going to his day job, and he just reads all these articles. Oh, there is no Twitter, but we can. It's just that game dev company. So if you're using Twitter, I can post the link. Here you go. Oh, what did I do now? Crunchyroll.
You overwrote it.
I pressed the wrong button. Look, I'm my own bot. Very good.
Panda was asking, can you see the error again?
Can you show me the executable again? So
the actual executable.
Oh. Where is it still on the desktop?
It must be. Just to replace.
Okay.
It says inbetween.exe.
Yeah, and it's 4 because I downloaded it several times to just make sure it isn't that.
Yeah.
So when I click it, it says this.
Yeah.
So this app can't run on your PC. To find the version for your PC, check the software publisher.
And it says inbetween.exe.
No. Well, actually it's 0 bytes, so you might not have downloaded this version. Actually, that's probably the problem.
For some reason, it's not downloading. Though.
Yeah, it's not downloading it. That's the problem, actually. Let's double check. My internet connection should be quite fast, like 150 megabytes, so it should not be problems, even when streaming. Yeah, it's 100 bytes. It's not maybe your executable. It's just not downloading it. It says starting.
That says 6 megabytes total.
Yeah.
It just keeps going and going and
It says
going.
download, not starting. Some regions have been known to block it. Just download host. Google Cloud Storage. If your downloads
Enable
aren't starting.
alternate.
Okay, let's see here. Okay.
Oh, here we go.
We are getting it, Panda. Hooray!
Right.
It was something with Internet Universe. Anyway. Yes. I agree. And you already did the execute, so you did everything right, Panda. Testing and slash Panda. So we know who's it. It was encryption of the highest level. Oh, space available 10 megabytes. I need to clear my hard drive a bit, it seems. Just the guy, we got it working, Panda, so we can actually, I just have to delete some files from my local. Let's just clear the downloads phone. Downloads, where are you? As long as I don't clear the actual game that we're installing right now. Or I could install it on the E drive.
Yeah, do you want a permanent? It's on this screen, Björn.
Actually, no, let's not do that. Let's just find the biggest file. I don't need that much space.
Arrange by size, I guess.
Ooh, where is the thing these days? Or I'll just install it on E drive. That's fine. Did we have the installer still open? Or did we close that too?
Look in your start bar, there's something.
Yeah, there it is. Let's put it on E. Because E is bigger. It has like...
E is best!
2 terabytes of space.
Failed to get disk space information. What?
Oh, it's because it's... Okay, I need to clear up some space and see anyway. Alright.
Just under downloads, there were a couple executables you can just...
Yeah, but I need maybe a bit bigger. Let's see here.
There's Unity Web Player.
All these shits I can delete. Bad time to have full hard disk space. There we go. Now we should be space. Oh, I did install it anyway, even if there. Let's see if it runs. Okay, it runs. Oh, did you make the music?
If you didn't, we should make the...
Can we?
I don't know. Click play.
Maybe we just put down the music.
Yeah.
So, cool. Let's see if we can play, is this blackjack? Yeah. So deal. Oh, cash pot. Add to pot? How much would you have to add to pot? You have to at least $10 minimum bet. Do I then deal? Place bet. I already did. Split. Place bet. Oh crap. Oh, you win! I don't know what I did.
Wait, that's 21.
Yeah,
Because that's a 10.
it's 20. Oh, this is
but
21,
ace
yeah.
becomes a 1.
Yeah.
It can be 11 and a 1.
So I got... Holy crap. I think
Can we put the music down some? Like from our end? Crap killed me.
Escape is the only key. No, just the programming. It's not blackjack. It's not blackjack, okay?
It's not blackjack. Okay, well we played it like blackjack. He said it's a thing on poker.
Please enter
then.
cash in pot. So add
Okay.
to pot.
Let's just do... Well, yeah, that's...
I don't know. It doesn't change anything. There's only 110. Oh, add to pot. Okay, 10. Oh, I didn't have that much. Okay. And then
you can either split or deal. So if you deal... What is... Let's see what...
Deal gives me a card.
Yeah, well, let's see what split does.
This doesn't do anything right now.
Okay, so let's see what split does.
You lose.
6.
I'm not sure what we're supposed to do. In between. So should we get in between these two? So are we trying to get the card that's higher than 7 and lower than the jack?
Do split again?
I'm going to have to bet some money.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I can't press deal.
Yeah. So split.
Split. And now, yeah, it's between, so I win.
Okay.
Deal.
3 and 8.
So
So
two
the
and eight.
probability, if it is in between those two,
So let's bet 1. Split. You lose. Well, it's not. Oh, this is above you.
it is because it's
escape to help. Okay.
type help.
Help me. Oh, there we go. Welcome to the in-between. This is a poker game involves some luck. Play simply enter however much cash you would like into the pot and it will be double. From there you have to earn it back to receive double the amount you entered into the pot. Now how do you win, they may ask? Well, it's simple. Make a bet at least $1, hit the split button, and then your last card is dealt to you. If the card is in between and not matching the other two in the sides, you win your bet and it is subtracted from the pot. But if it's not, your bet gets put right back into the pot. Don't worry if you run out of cash. The bank will lend you $100 to you so you can keep playing.
So that is it. So let's go and play again.
Deal?
So
between 3 and 10.
So
I'll put all my money.
No.
Yes, this is really good. Do you feel lucky, punk? Do you feel lucky? No, you don't feel lucky.
There were 5.
I'm out of money.
Start again.
So there's very
5.
few.
So I would just deal
3, 4, 5,
So
and
add-
6.
do you
Add to pot. Let's just do 10, whatever. Let's put $1.
Can you do deal?
No. I would
Okay.
say that if you can't press deal, don't show it or show it that it's disabled.
Yeah, because
Have it because you don't know what to click first time you play. And you could have just a thing like here that says lower than and higher than, and well, then again, you wouldn't want the.
it makes no difference. Just
because
as
the
long
higher, nothing. Yeah. You lose.
But my question is, like, I'm forced to play.
Yeah, I can't deal again. But I can do a low bet on this. And then split. And I win. And now I got $1.
Okay, so deal now. So there's what, 4 cards.
So
that
I guess
can
the
be-
way
so
to win this is that
deal low here.
the low
and
here.
split.
If there's little difference, then deal
Yeah,
put low. And then
so
if it's a big difference,
It's a 9, 10, queen,
Then
jack.
put-
So that's a little higher. You could try. Yeah.
but it's of course very luck driven. Yeah, that's
It
like
is, but if there's a lot more things. Wow, that's
Royal flush. I should get my beddings 4 times back. Deal?
no 1. Yeah, of course you lose.
50.
That's a possibility. What are you doing?
It's weird also that you lose. It's weird actually, like if I spend all my money. Also that you have these when you start the game. If I can just get somehow deal. Let's put all my money so we don't.
Fung Lizard is saying make it one button that says deal or split depending on the current state of the game.
Yeah, you can just change
Yeah.
the button when because you can only press 1 at a time anyway. I'm trying to lose all my money, but it seems like it's not that. When I click here, it also deals now. Yeah, look. When I click the bet, it didn't used to do that, I think. Look. It doesn't say split anymore. Trying to lose the money. Come on. So here, it's weird that when the game is over, that the add to bot, it opens this instead of just clicking these maybe as you have them. Just the same mechanic for the same thing.
I would also make those chips disappear when you use them. That's never happened. Of course it's never happened because we didn't play it before.
Yeah, that's why you should always have people test because they will play it differently than you do.
But do you really need that screen there? Like when it says add to pot, you just click
And
the
then it would
chips.
say here below how much is in the pot. So you could click here 10 times, it would say 100 things in pot, and it would say minimum.
Yeah, definitely from a usability point of view, you want to try to keep the things that are related to each other close to each other. So what you're doing is you have the pot all the way at the top, which means it's very important. I understand that. And then you have your chips along the bottom, which is close to you. I totally understand that. But if they're far from each other, when I click this 10, I should see some type of movement or animation.
But that's
or
not how it works
happen.
right now. I don't know what you're talking
No,
about.
I'm saying if he had added that functionality of adding it from here.
Well,
from
just move
the
this
thing.
so it's closer, like these down here, maybe even. But yes, of course, it should go. Psh. But what was the other thing is that you don't really know at given time what you're supposed to do. Of course, the buttons, but you don't know if you're supposed to click this or this or this. Like I basically, when I learned the game, I had to do wrong to learn what was right. So, I would know that. Okay, I won. So now I would have to actually deal. I don't know that. I can know it by clicking all of these. Oh, it wasn't the right answer, so it's deal. Oh. Then you have to read this message to know, oh, this was wrong, this was and this was wrong. You know, instead of just asking instantly, just give me the pot.
Yeah.
And then
like a drug dealer.
Yeah.
Or
give me the pot.
Addict.
And then the next thing is here also again, place a bet. So I have to click everything to know to place a bet again. And then of course I place a bet. Now it plays instantly, which it didn't do at sometimes it does and sometimes it doesn't. I guess when I press the 10 it does it. And now I would have to again know to press deal and place a bet, split. Yeah. So work on that you know what you're supposed to do, because remember, you know this game by heart. You're like click 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 click. But people will not know that, like, there's no indication of what, except that message here. But it's kind of like, you could argue, yes, that, hey, they can figure it out. Just click everything and it'll tell you here. It's clear because they'll tell. But that's not true, because everything where I have to do something unnecessary, if I have to click this every time to figure it out until I've done it enough to have learned it, that's a lot of time and frustration I have to deal with.
There's some design there's a design principles, but the basic idea, I just fill you in on it, is don't make me think. If I have to think to figure out too much, like too long to
I want to
get
think
something to
just
work.
about the odds. That's the only thing the player should be thinking about here. He needs to understand how it works and what are the odds, and that's what you want. You want him to play the game, not the UI.
Yeah, and right now we're struggling with the UI. The other thing is, what's the most important thing on this screen? That's the other thing. Like, is it the cash? Is it the betting? Is the cards? Like, the way things are, there's so many things happening here. And the error where it says place a bet, look how small it is. Yes, it turns yellow. Yes, it attracts my eye. That's definitely good. But I feel like what's preventing you from just having it in the middle, for example? And the you win, I feel like those should be a little big. My winning is like, you win. Like a little mouse hops on the screen, you win. And then he's gone. So
Put a mouse, come in here, big rat. You win. No,
one other thing.
Just kidding. But yeah.
One thing I don't know that would make me feel a little better is that I don't know, do I get a new deck stack? Like a deck of cards, 52, 55, whatever the hell it is.
When does it reset the
When
deck?
does it reset the deck? Because
that changes the odds.
Yeah, because if I have the deck sitting here on the side, I have the deck dealer is pulling from, and I have the discard. Yeah, it's like I know specifically that, what are my odds are like, okay, my odds are actually less, because now I can start memorizing the cards and saying, those have already
but then you get banned from the casino.
That's not my problem, Habibi. Not my
But yeah,
problem.
how many cards have gone is an important aspect. So if you don't want to show it, that's okay. But the player should know that, is the stack going down, or is it?
Yeah,
has
it been reset?
Are these cards put back in the stack in between?
Yeah, but that's the main thing I would say. you need to make it clear that I know, because I don't really know what my odds are here. I know, yes, between 5 and 8 there's 3 cards
Yeah,
that
that's
can
one
fit
odd.
that can fit between it, but also I don't know, has the 3 already been played yet, or is this every time I play there's a new deck? I don't know. I need to see those. No, it just resets every time. So that's something you should think about. Like how
That changes the balance of the game.
How can you communicate that to the player? Personally, I don't I don't know if I would be like, the feeling I get from the game, there is a little bit of skill there, very little, but it will feel very out of my control. But if you did have the deck of cards there, and I could pay attention, I see, oh, the deck is getting smaller, and then I would say, like, okay, I will feel a lot smarter because skill is now involved. I need to pay attention and remember what cards have been played and what haven't been played, because my odds increase or decrease. And what the other thing that's a little like it gets frustrating is, well, that happens in these other card games too. Like, you just have to deal. Oh yeah, it's a shitty hand. You just, there isn't a folding here. You know what I mean? I just have to put money and be paid. But that's okay.
Folding would break this game.
Yeah.
Because then you would just fold until you have good odds, and you can't do that in most.
Exactly.
Like,
and if the cards are going away.
Actually, how you would do folding in this game would be that you have to put the bet before you see the cards.
Yeah.
Then you see the cards, and then you can put an additional bet or not or something. But again, it doesn't work in blackjack. It works.
You don't have to do that. I'm just saying.
Yeah, that wouldn't work.
Try to think of things that will give more information to the player, while at the same time making them feel like they've earned the win. It didn't feel like a random thing. Oh, it's up to
and
the
make
fates.
it more visual, because instantly there's a deck of cards there. It's gonna look also interesting.
Look at.
But I do think this chips. I like the visuals of these. These look really nice.
Yeah.
It would be nice if they had some kind of thing when you click them that they feel like even if it goes like, but like
would be,
something that indicates that I clicked it. Because right now I could be clicking this and there's no indication, except this, that it's not taking it. That did it accept it or not? Yeah. Did I succeed in clicking it?
And also, if you run out of a thing, I don't see why it needs to even be shown.
And also,
like,
the
you
last
could remove
thing
it from the
maybe
screen.
added. There's a bit of, we have given so much things already.
Yeah.
But last thing I give is, like, it's a bit hard to know when the game ended and when it starts. So it would be nicer if it had something like this add pot thing, would be maybe even a separate, like a separate screen on top of this, or something indicated that now game over, you lost, or you won the whole game or not. Because I think you had there that if you get double the money, then you win the whole game or not.
I think if you, for example, and that could be solved as well with, if you have the cards there and all the cards run out, it goes back to the, you've seen the deck reset. Now it's a new game.
Well, I still would put a big text there saying
you win, you lose,
you lost all your money, or
you're
won.
Homeless, your wife left you,
You put your house on market, sell your house, bet your house.
But again, this is still good. You have something here.
I like that you have a simple mechanic.
Yeah. And these are not huge things. One thing I would say, that text that comes in that asks for the user input, that makes it it takes away from it, in my opinion.
Yeah, I was already mentioning. Like, could you do it with these?
Yeah, could you do it with those, so you don't have to open that up?
Like, you could remove all these cards. Like, when it's in that mode, I don't know how to get to it easily. Let's try to play it somehow randomly, so it would. Let's try to either win or lose till it ends the game. I'm too good.
Like, if I'll give you an example. If Björn can play this game for that long, it's not gonna feel like the skill is.
Okay, now I'm out of money. So here now, you don't need these cards now here, right? You don't need these buttons. You don't need this here. You just have place your bet with big text, and then there's 0 and you click this and the 0 goes to 10.
Yeah.
Click this, big text goes to 25. And then you have a button here says place bet, and then you click that, and then it's done. Then it pulls the cards out.
Exactly.
And then it goes, okay, now place your bet, or not, sorry, don't place your bet, add to pot would be the button in the previous.
Yeah.
Now it's place your bet, okay, 5. And then, but yeah, there is maybe a balance if I can play the game almost just like this, but I did lose. So.
Yeah, but still. One thing I was going to say is, look at other card games like the Hoyle, Sierra, and the old Hoyle games, if you remember those. The Sierra card games. And look at newer card games. See how they're implementing stuff. See how they're implementing the movement of the cards, how the buttons are. Because I think your game is there. You have a mechanic. This is working. Like, really, you could keep it exactly the same and just add the deck of cards. Like, tell me that, okay, the game's your cards, like just a number there that cards left in stack. And then already I feel like...
Well, he didn't have that right now, but if
no,
he
doesn't.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, so it's not too far off from... I mean, all of this work that's put into it, that you've put into it so far, there's a working mechanic. It's interesting. I'm interested in playing this. It's more of just polishing, reworking stuff, moving stuff around. You don't have to... Don't go adding new features. It's just how you're interacting is the thing. Flint Steel is asking, what skills make a good game designer? A little bit of everything. The number one skill that a game designer needs, skill. There's a difference the way I see skill and attribute. Skill is communication. They have to be able to communicate, and communication doesn't involve just I'm talking to you, I'm communicating. It's listening. So it's being able to communicate an idea, being able to listen to other people. Those are I would say the number one for anybody, but especially important for a game designer, because the game designer has to keep the entire system floating around in their mind, and every little change that happens, they have to know how that's affected and be able to effectively communicate with other people or on why that's important or why not. And if they tell the designer something, they might have to say, oh, now I need to go discuss that with the artist and see, what's the best way we can fix this or implement this, or communicate with the producer or with the management or with the shareholders, whatever they're involved in. So the number one skill for a designer, communication. Everything else, the more the better. You're a historian, great, that's awesome. You're a math major, great, that's awesome. You're a microbiologist, great, that's awesome. I know really good designers that were accountants for 9 years. I know designers that were animators. All of the more life experiences you have, the better. That's what I would recommend. So should I keep up on the store or take it off for now?
It's up to you, dude. We can't do that choice for you, but you can, of course, work on it and then upgrade it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's up to you. I don't. Yeah, it's up to you, dude. If you feel like you want to update this and then have people play it, then do it. And if you feel it doesn't matter, you can update it later, then do that.
I do have to say, good for you that you've done something and you put it in a store.
Yeah.
So that's a huge,
you probably
huge,
already
huge,
learned
huge,
a ton.
Yeah, that's a huge step. We're also not saying that you have to even make any changes to this game if you don't want to. If you don't want to work on this game anymore, that's cool too. Of course, there's no guarantee you're going to make money. If you do make some money, people might be upset or frustrated because of some of these issues, or that you're not fixing them. So it's kind of a, you put your baby kind of out there. Now people are expecting that you're going to take care of it, at least for a while. And, you could get negative reviews. It could reflect poorly on you on future games. But maybe not. We don't know what's going to happen. But all of that's up to you. Definitely remember to play some other card games and see how they're handling stuff. And animating and interacting, and how the button, when you click on a button, it depresses. Right now, everything on the screen feels very like if I was pressing on a rock. It's not giving way.
So basically, I played it a bit. Like if I just play it randomly, like playing the same bet all the time, I will lose my money.
Mm-hmm.
If I just start alternating with small difference with 1 and then big difference 10, I almost instantly won the game.
Okay. But I feel like
At least for now, but I don't know. I didn't try it for longer periods.
But
Okay,
I would say the mechanic is simple to understand. So you need to make this juicy if you want people to continue. Yeah, sure, no problem. And definitely, if you haven't joined the Discord already, Panda, please do go join there. You can communicate with us directly there. There's also a really excellent
so we
community.
can have two-way conversation too.
Yeah, it's much easier. There's even voice discussions channels in there as well. So... But please, we'd like to see if you keep working on it.
You can resend it to us, and we can take a new look once you've done a few iterations on it, like on your own. Think about the things we said, and
yeah. But hey, that's awesome.
Thumbs up from us. Oh, it's 2 thumbs up. Oh, you get max score.
Yes.
You have beat the game. You are graduated.
I have
We're sending
5
you out
thumbs
of
up.
the world.
Very good.
Yeah. Cool, dude. Thanks for showing up to us. It's always interesting to see what people are working on and test their games. But I think we should wrap it. Maybe we should go to full screen so they can see our tears in our eyes. I keep losing the mouse. There we go. Do you have onions? So on Thursdays, our next stream, then I'm going to be making our game. I'm going to be dead. Because Arashi is going to kill me in sleep. So on Thursday, and then on Monday, Arashi is going to show you some art stuff again, work on the concepts probably.
Yeah, I'll be working on those for a while. But soon, eventually I'll get to a point where I'll be able to flesh stuff out more. And I mean, we don't have much longer. It's like we'll be in July soon, July, August, September. So 3 months. So we can definitely do it in 3 months, no problem.
Start working. But I'm also practicing my pixel art skills. I might actually stream some of that during this week.
Yeah.
Maybe tomorrow. I don't know. I'm making no promises. But if you see Game Dev Company has gone live, it means I'm streaming something.
Yeah, we're unofficially streaming outside of scheduled times. So please view at your own risk.
Exactly.
But we will be keeping our consistent schedule. I mean... There are 2 Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays, and then everything else, that's extra credit.
Exactly. Not the YouTube channel, but our extra credit.
Yeah.
Which is non-related.
But if you haven't watched extra credit on YouTube, holy crap, go check that out.
Exactly.
It's extra credits, I think plural.
With a T.
Extra credits. Look that up on YouTube. A lot of these questions that you asked me, like what is a game designer, that's answered there.
Much better than what we can.
Oh my god, those guys, there's no point, some of the making videos, those guys know what they're talking about, they're pros. Exactly. And it's not just us saying this, because when I was on Rami's talk...
It's only us saying this.
Yeah.
Come to us for the newest information.
When I was on Rami Ismail's stream, if you don't know him, he's from Vlambeer.
It's a beer company. They make the vlammiest of the beers.
Nuclear Throne, Ridiculous Fishing, Super Crate Box, Luftausers, these games. And he specifically said the same thing on his stream as well, that no point in them making all these crazy videos when Extra Credits is doing, an amazing job.
Just support them and watch those videos. But on that note, thank you for following. Do follow us. Follow us on Twitch, Twitter, all the other twats.
Yeah.
And join on Discord if you want to talk to us or our community members. We already have quite a big group already. It's
it's doing well.
But we do try to get talk to everybody personally that joins and give them whatever they need, help, advice, whatever, or give us advice. It's not only about
You're
us
ugly.
telling us you stuff. It's also you telling us stuff. Like,
You smell bad.
like our mic doesn't work or something.
Yeah, please tell me when our mic doesn't work. I don't want that to happen like that other time.
If our sounds work.
Hello. If I sound like this, my mic's not working. So make sure you tell me. This is what I'm supposed to be sounding like.
You should sound like a girl.
Yeah.
I'm going really high. I think my bolts have gone in.
No, it's kidding.
All right.
Keep it PG. Anyway, yeah. Thanks, guys. It was
We'll
awesome.
see you next time. See you on Discord.
Go follow some other streamer, Quasi or someone else. I don't think we're gonna host today, but it was awesome.
Yep.
Coolio. See you.
See you.